What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you've been having a good weekend so far. Happy Saturday. Hopefully, we'll be able to defeat a bizarre Phantasm today. I am hopeful. Last time we got 81, which is the last ship part. I totally expected to die there because I suck at ship, but we could have done it. We could have done it. With just a little bit more luck, we would have fluked that from 66, which would have been awesome. So yeah, welcome in, everybody. Who all saw the new video? Show of hands. There's so many comments that are like, wow, he finally uploaded again. Like, brother, I upload like every week. What are you talking about? And some other comments are like, I thought you genuinely left YouTube. Like, how could you think that? Like, you just aren't paying attention in that case. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's say hi to everybody. We got Cool British Guy, good to see you. Pedrist. I'm gonna call you Ped. How about that? I'm just not quite sure about that, but whatever. I love FNAF 4. Awesome. Eminox, how you doing? Lisa Carpenter, Zaka, good to see you. Secret Chest, awesome. Oh, dude, that reminds me. Actually, hold on. Check it out. I haven't opened my daily chests yet. Hungry Box Tooted Up, where are you? I got the poop shard. That's pretty cool. What do I get here? Do I get more poop shards? Imagine. Oh, I got the pee shard. Yes. The poop and the piss shard. Where are they? So the new shards. So like, okay, the old shards look like this, and then the new ones are more like pointy and symmetrical. What does this game have against asymmetrical shards, huh? What's up with that? Oh, man. Boom. Really? This is part of the bonus shards of power? Are you serious? Like the dog? Sure. The wave makes sense. This one, yeah, got shards in there. And then this bullshit. Ugh. Ugh, it hurts. It hurts my bones. Did that just say 81? It did. Yeah, I don't know if you caught the last stream tint, but I did die to last ship, which I totally expected. So I'm okay. I'm content with that. Nuvamel, thank you so much for the $5, man. I appreciate that. Hi, howdy. It's me again. I've been trying to join your streams, but I missed every one of them. Hey, I'm going to link my Discord server in the stream. I ping everybody every time I go live, so you can't miss it. Unless you're just not available, which is understandable. But here is a Discord invite link. Behave yourself, and we won't have any problems. Thanks for the 5, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's gonna be lots and lots of practice today. I need to make sure I'm ready to go. So, if you guys don't know, I got 81% on this level in practice mode. I was accidentally in practice mode, and I got there from 0. Freaking crazy. But today we're gonna be smart and play in normal mode. It doesn't like really matter, because even if I did beat it in practice mode, I would just, you know, no clip the level in normal mode. Like, who's gonna care? It won't be accepted by the list. No. My awesome main list record will be declined. Some days I wake up and I suck at GD, and there's nothing I can do about that. Hopefully this is not one of those days, because I would very much like to finish ABP today. That'd be nice. How's the volume? How's the audio balancing? Keep me posted. No. Oh yeah, go at 45. That's true. I'm just going to type that and pin it. Might as well. Go equals 45%. But don't do that yet because I'm in practice for a while. Man, I got really lucky with that 81 attempt and then just died to something stupid. Dude, Yo-Yo Classy, good to see you. No, that death sucks. Are you serious? What's up, Chico? JoJo's Bizarre Phantasm. Indeed, it's back. Oh, Nuvamel, thanks for the rated membership, man. I appreciate that. You enjoy all your perks and emojis and stuff. You got a cool badge that changes colors the longer you're a member. But most importantly, you get to say balls emoji in the chat. And I think that's worth it for most people. Top fan, let's go. Good job, Zytrix ZX. Man, there's something about Z's, X's, and Y's that everyone just loves. So I gotta put all these in my username all at once. Oh gosh. Good luck with APP today. Thank you. Appreciate you, Husky. Thanks for the $2 and the cookie. I will need it. Oh my goodness. This is super annoying. Like this portal right here. This one right here. I do not like it. It is mean to me. Turn down your game volume. I can't hear you. Does anybody else share in this opinion? Perks, let's go. Short for Percocet. No, it's not. Those spikes are really mean. Level volume's a tad loud. Okay, I got you. Is this level pro only? I don't think so. I'm not a pro and I'm in here. So don't tell anybody. It's a secret. No, you asshole. Okay, just don't click there. Gotcha. Shh, it's a secret. No, dude, that'd be such a sad death. Oh, that ship is so stressful. It's like 4 gaps, but they're all so tight. Are the wave carried allegations true? I don't even know anymore. I mean, like, I beat Fexty without, like, a lot of issues. So maybe? Oh my gosh. I think I'm bad enough at shift to account for any kind of carriedness that wave could possibly, like, provide. I made it through this stupid part first try. I made it through the balls first try, and then I made it through the transition out of the balls. No, I forgot to say 13.8. I'm sorry, I let you down, Newfoundland. Yo, what is in the left corner? There's 2 left corners. Have we considered that? You could be talking about 2 different images. Oh my gosh, the balls, dude. I can't. Oh my gosh. Dude, this ship is like impossible right now. Sometimes when you transition into this dual ship, it's just like impossible. Oh my gosh, that ship is terrifying. What rating should Espresso be? I don't know. I'd be happy with just a rate. I think it probably deserves like a feature, maybe? I don't know. I've seen way better levels that are only featured, so the whole system is arbitrary and stupid. 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. Yeah! No, don't do that. Oh my gosh, the fact that it's kind of easy to die there is really, really lame. Two, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1. No, 313. No, it's 312. Everyone knows that. Ah, I'm so dumb. Are you reading credit card info? What does that mean? Why are you asking that? I just get a text from my coaster that says, "Victory is mine." So we'll figure out what that's about later. Ugh, I do not like how easy it is to freaking... Oh, you're talking about my key pattern. I gotcha, I gotcha. Oh, man. This level. Stop being bad. This level is so bad. I could totally die to that wave too. That wave's pretty tough. Ah, man, it just sent me a little higher than I thought. That is not the way to use orbs in this shit part, I think. Maybe that's just my own personal opinion. Wait, no, what? I'm forgetting the pattern because I'm dumb. I regret going for Biru or Biru or whatever. Why do you regret it? What happened? Did it hurt you? Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't die to several things. No. I don't know. There's not really a pattern there. I just kind of click until it works. Yeah, the YouTube emotes are pretty ridiculous. Like come on, what are we doing designing stuff that looks like that? One, two, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. I'm so paranoid about like entering the giant invisible portal wrong and then just like colliding with the ground or the ceiling. Will I play Forgotten Memories? It's a FNAF game on Roblox. I guess depending on how fun and cool it is, but for the most part, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of Roblox content on the channel. For lots of reasons, but I don't know. I don't like Roblox as a company, and if I can help it, I do not want to like regularly play the games and be like, yeah guys, Roblox is really awesome, please hop on this game and show support. Like, no. No, oh, dude. That is so mean. Just putting that top one there is not necessary. One, two, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. Ugh. Roblox is ass, but some games aren't ass. But those games are owned by Roblox, so like, it's still a lose-lose. Oh my gosh, there's so much level. It's hard. This death pisses me off. I hate this. This right here, I don't know. It triggers like a primal fury. Triggered by Geometry Dash. Okay, don't complicate the ship is what I've learned. Oh my gosh. If I die there from 0, I will quit this level. really? Like, what even killed me? That was the pattern. Oh my gosh. I don't like how volatile this duel is. It's just like, it does what it wants. Dude, if you throw nerves in the mix when I'm in this shit part, I'm totally dying here. Like, I can kind of do it now. But, that green orb is so fucking mean. That is just such a mean thing to do to somebody who's bad at shit, man. I hate the way this level uses orbs in this shit part. I just... It's like Sakupin Hell if it were worse. And then there's, like, dark little, like, corners of the block design that are hard to see. That's enough YouTube emojis, I think. Do something else for a little bit. Uh-oh. I missed one. I guess I touched the trigger, though. Cool. My classmates have just discovered Absolute Cinema and Peak. Wow. That's like a year old at this point. Maybe more. I don't know. That's weird. I've heard that, like, high schools get, like, early access to all the slang and stuff, and then, like, middle schools and elementary schools will, like, get it later. But I've never heard of such a long delay. No, not two. That's stupid. Yeah, your class is definitely behind. I would argue the people using very modern, relevant slang are, like, behind. Just in terms of where they should be intellectually. That's not the pattern at all. I can't focus. I cannot pay attention to the pattern. Because when I get here, I'm like, yeah, I might as well do the key maze while I'm here. And then I just don't care. 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. I'm just gonna go to the middle and click twice and hope that my cube's gonna be okay. Oh yeah, dude, there's hidden orbs, there's hidden portals, there's hidden jump pads, there's all sorts of disgusting nonsense. This level has really bad manners. I think that's one of the bigger issues. Nice. That death hurts so many of my feelings. That's so not cool. This level's turning me into a Woogie hater. I realize that I can only tolerate Woogie when he makes, like, solo levels. And only then it's, like, some of his solo levels. My favorite N-word speller is streaming Let's Go. In reference to whom? What does that mean, N-word speller? Like they cast a spell? I cast N-word spell? Plus 50 damage to your career? Dude. That death really hurts my feelings. And there's so many other dumb places you can die right before and right after that, dude. This level is bad. Specifically this part. Woogie is so bad. Alright, that was a good run. That was a good run. I cast old man noises. I cast 14-year-old humor spell. No, we have enough of that already. Dude, I've been getting 14-year-old humor from, like, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20... Like, shut up, please. Please grow and change as a funny guy. Like, other humor is out there. Please let it evolve. It will evolve naturally if you don't, like, fight it. Oh my gosh. Alright, so that was 53 to 100, I think. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's my best run to 100 so far. Of course, my neighbors choose today only in their entire lives to use power tools outside. So that's pretty cool. It's a beautiful day. It's 39 degrees outside, so let's build a shed or something. Like, alright, dude. Alright, man. Is Gypsy Danger better or Striker Eureka? I assume this is Pacific Rim stuff. I know Gypsy Danger, but I've never seen Pacific Rim. I've heard Gypsy Danger is the best, so that's obviously the truth. That's the definitive truth, because I heard it once. Pacific Rim just kind of feels like Neon Genesis Evangelion, but for Americans. Oh, you can't hold there, I keep forgetting. Ooh, hold on. That might be the way to do it. No, why is that ship so hard? Striker Eureka is better? Well, like I said, it's the definitive truth, so sorry. Dude, I click 5 times, and sometimes I live and sometimes I don't. How it feels to chew 5 gum. How it feels to chew 5 gums. That's too many. Stop, stop. What was that? Stupid ass gameplay. Stupid ass gameplay. Oh my gosh. I have more success in that ship, like, the less I click, which is kind of interesting. Close. No, you asshole! Do you see how the slope just completely changes before you're done with the input? Oh my gosh, this level's bad. Like, 60% of this level is totally fine. Maybe some small issues, but I can look past them. And then the rest is, like, indefensible garbage. I can even defend the duel. The duel was poorly made, but it's not the worst part of the level. Oh my gosh, dude, the invisible portals are killing me. I don't know when I'm, like, transitioning. I just can't get a feel for upside-down ship physics either, which sucks. If that were right side up, I would have beaten the level for sure. I think I messed up the pattern. Whatever. Bro's rage baiting me. People will just get angry over absolutely nothing and then say that someone's rage baiting. Like, that's another thing. Like, just baiting of any kind has just become too prevalent in modern vernacular. Just not everything is a bait. Sometimes things don't happen the way you want them to. Yeah, this is not a level request stream, but good luck getting your level out there, man. I'm still trying to get mods to pay attention to Espresso. Yeah, okay. Not complicating the shift is totally the way to go. It's just, oh, fuck off. That timing is so incredibly tight. You have to hold the green orb for a very certain little window of time to be lined up for the last little fly. Ugh, it sucks so much ass. You're my favorite YouTuber because of your humor. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You're not going to see much more humorous than AVP today. This level is just... It's hilarious how this level was made and no one stopped it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, from the way this level plays, the first, like, 5 or 6 people to make parts for this level, like, took it seriously. They were like, oh, okay, cool, mega collab, I'll try my best, you know? And then everyone else after that was like, dude, I have the funniest prank idea. Check it out, dude. What if we just made the rest of this level a complete joke? I kind of feel bad for the first people who made their parts, because those are fine. Why is the end basically limbo, but, like, extended? See, what a lot of you guys might not realize is that this inspired limbo. So if anything, limbo is like ABP. Crazy stuff. Learning a lot of facts today. I'm just gonna start, like, moving backwards in my checkpoints a little bit, and then we'll just go from 0. That click is one of my least favorites, just because of how blind everything is. This whole wave is just full of blind clicks. Not, like, completely blind, just, like, it relies very heavily on an invisible object, which is super not cool. It's a very lazy way to make your level harder, you know? This is like, whoever made this part, I don't know their name, but it's like, hey, hey, Bill, your part, oh, you Korea Core, hey, Korea Core, your part is too easy, you gotta buff it, man. And then Korea Core had, like, 5 seconds before his house was gonna explode, so he had to just, like, put an alpha trigger down real fast. He didn't have time to buff it, like, carefully or strategically. It's just like, no, I'll just make certain things invisible. I'll be fine. And it did make it harder, but gosh, at what cost? That one is my least favorite. Oh my gosh. Because, like, this one, you can, like, click late and be okay. That one, you click late and be okay. This one is a much tighter timing. There we go. And that last little wave is crazy hard. No, you asshole! Oh my gosh, Woogie's part sucks so much dick. Okay. No, dude, I don't know how to avoid that. I guess I can just click really fast. That doesn't need to be a timing. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what my click patterns are doing anymore. No, dude, this wave is so hard. I completely messed up the pattern. I don't even know where I went wrong, to be honest. 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. It felt like I did the right pattern, but there was like an extra key just for funsies. So I don't know which one I like cut out of my pattern. I have no idea. No extreme was ever made with the goal of being fun, which sucks. I kind of agree. It is pretty hard to find an extreme demon that is like genuinely made to be fun. There's some entry level stuff that has like grounds for an argument there, but at a 23 on the GTDL, almost a 24, we're kind of approaching like, I don't know, this stuff is hard enough to not really be fun in a lot of ways. Gosh, these ball timings suck so much ass. They're not that bad, but they're so dark. You just can't, like, use your skill to beat them. You just, like, learn a click pattern. That's, like, ugh. Yeah, Aku's kind of fun. Not really my kind of gameplay. I find it a little overrated, but... That lag spike, that was awesome, dude. Let's do more of that. Who's up for round 2? Next round's on the house. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. No, fuck off. My gosh, that sucks so bad. That is probably objectively the worst part of the level, is that transition right there. And it's at 69. What do you know? I think that's exactly where I died from 0. Okay, that was pretty good. That was... What was that? That was something to 69. I think it was like 28 to 69 or something. That's pretty good. Alright, we're just gonna go from 0. How about it? Looks pretty fun, to be honest. I invite you to play this level. I invite you to give it a full practice session and then get back to me. Not that you can't have fun in this level, but only about half of this level has potential for fun. No, why did I mess that up so dumb? How many mods? Oh, I don't know. I don't like count. That was a really good first attempt, and then it didn't go anywhere because I'm a dumbass. I'm doing pretty alright, Vino Granda. I appreciate you asking. Hanging in there. Be a very nice boost to my day if I can beat this level. Oh, gosh, fucking damn it, that is so hard. Oh, my gosh. You don't want to click too early there because then you're not, like, set up properly for the mini UFO jumps. That's fine. Dying to anything before 40, but after, like, 20 just feels really annoying. Thank you, Mate JV7987 with the 20 Czech Koruna, I believe. Appreciate it, man. Hope you beat this soon. Thank you, man, and love your vids. I appreciate it. I don't think this will take me many more streams. Like, hopefully I can beat it this stream, and if I can't, you know, hopefully sometime next week. But I did have some pretty good runs in practice mode today. I think I got 50-something to 100, and then 30-something to 69, which is most of the hard stuff. Yeah, I might do another icon rating video. If I was gonna do another one, I would probably adjust the, like, format of the video to be, like, rating icons and then making my, like, adjustments. Like, if I had these icons, here's what I would do to make them a little better. Here's a few small changes I would make that I think improve the overall look. I think that'd be interesting. But next time I do it, I definitely want to mix something up. What song is this? Called, I think, just Betrayal of Fear by Goki-san? Betrayal of Fate? Betrayal of Fate, I think is what it's called. Today's been pretty good. I spent a lot of it just, like, replying to all the freaking comments on the new video. There's so many already, it's crazy. Gosh, Wave looks terrible. It's not it's not one of the worst parts of the level, believe it or not. It's bad, but there are many worse parts. Like, it's not even in the top 5 worst parts of the level, I don't think. How you should watch Pacific Rim. This guy is a huge Pacific Rim fan. I've heard terrible things about Pacific Rim 2. I've heard it is one of the worst movies ever made. But I've heard Pacific Rim 1 is okay. Damn it, that death sucks so much dick, dude. That's sad. Oh, Pacific Rim 2 doesn't exist. That's good. That's good news. Man, Ikosa was like, hey man, I'm gonna call you on your stream. And I'm like, okay, here's when I'm doing the stream. And then he's not here. That's okay. I'll just murder him later. Play FNAF 4. Ugh. FNAF 4 has a lot of good qualities, but I do not like playing it. I do not enjoy the FNAF 4 gameplay. Any anime suggestions? Probably the only anime I could safely recommend to anybody, don't recommend One Piece. The only anime I could recommend to everybody, at least that I've seen so far, is Erased. It's like a 12 episode, like 1 season, short little show. It's like a murder mystery type thing. It's pretty, like, wholesome and has plenty of good narrative moments. There's not any, like, weird pervy things happening, which is very, very common. All too common in anime. If you haven't seen that, it's very popular, very well regarded. I'm sure you've at least heard of it, but... Really? Asshole. Asshole! This sucks so bad. Whatever. I'm over it. I've watched One Piece and Erased at least 3 times. I watched One Piece 4 times. You can't watch One Piece 4 times. No person has lived long enough to make that happen. I do not play Shameless Goon Zero. Let's just make an assumption of if it is hentai adjacent, Howdy does not consume that media. What's up, Ultraxis? Hello, chat. I ordered the Grief hoodie. Yeah, how do you have enough time to watch One Piece 4 times? It doesn't happen. It's not true. Good song. I agree. I like the song a lot. Definitely helps my morale during the longer sessions of grinding. I think fart pee-pee being from California is the least surprising fact of the day. Will you ever grind more Extreme Demons? What do you think you're fucking watching? Respectfully, Glizzy Lord, what do you think you're watching right now? But yeah, California's mostly pretty warm throughout the winter as well. Like, it's not really too cold. I plan to do a Melee stream to celebrate ABP being beaten, which will hopefully happen today. That'd be nice. Really, dude? Oh my gosh. I can't click faster than that because then I just am gonna die. How do you feel about almost having 200,000 subs on YouTube? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's happening far enough away from my 100,000 milestone to where like I kind of forgot what hitting a big milestone feels like, but it's very cool. Very cool. I'm looking forward to making a 200k special. It's just a bit of a daunting video. It's gonna take a lot of work. Are we talking about anime? It's a freaking GD stream. I think GD players and anime watchers are very overlapping communities, you know? We don't have to just talk about GD if it's a GD stream. Like, please, let's talk about anything besides GD, actually. GD is a goon game? Didn't you just admit to thinking Zenless Zone Zero is, like, awesome? I need help, man. I need help. I need somebody to save me from this chat. It's dangerous over here, dude. There should be like, I don't know. There should be like caution tape around this whole chat and like radiation signs as like a warning. Oh my gosh, this wave. Is this harder than Bloodbath? No, it's close. I suppose that's up for debate. Most would tell you no. No, I do not want to do Bloodbath. It's a terrible level. And I suck at ship, and most of what's hard about Bloodbath is ship, so... Top 10 least enjoyable levels for Howdy. I'm more likely to go for Sonic Wave. Which is also not likely at all. That's just to help put things in perspective. We got Howdy beating and Demon before GTA 6. I don't think I need to say anything else about that. What's the worst game mode? Swing. I would say 2.2 swing. I do not like it. like the rest of the game modes pretty equally. That's why Go is at 45. Actually, maybe Go should be like, nah, I'm changing Go, actually. There will be no going until I, oh my gosh, you delete the message, but it's not unpinned. That's so fucking stupid. Okay, Go equals, not 45, actually. Let's do like 48. I think that's after all the hard stuff. All the hard stuff for the first wave, at least. Second wave. There's so many waves. What's up, Scotty? How you doing? Ball's the best game mode ever. Ball's maybe my second least favorite. I think the argument for the best game mode is interesting because there's so many different approaches. You know, an asymmetrical dual swing? What do you mean, like classic swing? Like with a dual ball or a dual spider or something? Or, heaven forbid, a cube copter? Or do you mean like a duel featuring two swings? Like 2.2 swings that's asymmetrical. Like, so many ways to interpret so many questions in the chat. I hate it. No, fucking hell, dude. What was that? I tried my new click pattern that was working really well, and I don't even know what happened. I buffered the first orb, and then it just didn't happen. What a fucking waste of an attempt. Thank you, Gemma. Hope you are well today. I was considering doing that. I looked at that message and I was like, yeah. That's why Gemma's a mod. Gemma? Video games? Where? Gemma just timed somebody out. Or maybe just deleted a message. Play Crazy 2. The crazy level's overrated. I don't want to do it. I should tune in here more often. This is more fun than I expected. I am glad. If you continue to tune in, maybe I'll beat the level. Who knows? Maybe your presence in my streams was all I was looking for. That was scary. It's true. Gemma's just silently watching and judging everybody. Pathetic. Really? I don't click that orb super late because it stresses me out, so I try to click it in the middle, but sometimes that happens, which is one of the most avoidable deaths. Alright. I never catch any streams that's so annoying. Hey, check this out. Join my Discord. I notify everybody of every stream and every video all the time, so you'll never miss howdy content. Unless maybe your time zone is just really incompatible with when I like to stream. That is possible. I feel like buffering orbs is harder than just clicking them. I mean, it depends. It depends on what comes after the orb. Like, if it's like fucking stupid ass Woogie gameplay where it's 3 really, really rapid orb buffers all in a row that are necessary to not die to the next transition, then buffering helps a lot. Because, like, how else are you going to time that? Oh yeah, we're bringing Rayman back this year. We're totally streaming Origins and Legends again. See a donation. I'll acknowledge that in a moment. Alright, literally a moment. Cool. Booney with the 2, thank you. Oh, really? Anesthetized was finally merged by Salty Autumn. Awesome. I haven't seen his ass in here in a long time. What's he doing? What's he doing? Where'd he go? But thanks for the 2, man. I appreciate you. And being the bearer of good news. Hope you're doing well today. He chilling. What's my least favorite part? Probably Woogie. Woogie's part is probably my least favorite. Because Woogie's... it has the appearance of good gameplay, and one could maybe look at that from a showcase and surmise that, oh, okay, Woogie's part looks pretty fun. No. No. You could not be more wrong. All the other shitty parts of AVP are like, oh yeah, that looks like a shitty part. Like, anyone could tell. You could show it to like a 3-year-old and be like, nah, that's not good. I don't like Woogie's part because it pretends to be cool. It's the only part of this level that betrays you with its lack of quality, you know? Booney with the 5, thank you, man. Appreciate it. The whole level's really unbalanced. Definitely getting to send to playtesters, and if you'd still like to try when you're free. Yeah. We'll see. We'll have to see. I would still like to verify that. I think that would be really cool, but there's gonna need to be lots of balancing done. I assume by me. You know, like, I wouldn't ask if everyone else to, like, do all the balancing, you know? What do you think of Zoink? I don't know. I've never met him or talked to him. Crazy at the game. I could not possibly bear his chat for even a single day, a single hour. I don't know, he embraces, he at least seems to embrace the parts of internet humor that drive me absolutely fucking crazy. So I don't think I can handle his chat. But I'm sure he's an awesome guy. Salty Auto Appreciation Post. Thank you, Gemma, for the 2. Oh gosh, that was bad. 227 actually. Wow. Getting specific. Yeah, that's a lot of poundage. I appreciate it. 14-year-old humor slop. Man, I feel like everyone has 14-year-old humor. Everyone between like the ages of 6 and like 25. Everyone needs to shut their ass up and become funny. Either become funny or don't try to make jokes. That's my philosophy. If you get all of your humor from like Geometry Dash Twitter or like Reddit or like Twitch chats or something, you like desperately need a personality. Like, please, bro. Please. I think I understand why people find slop annoying, and like it's been kind of overused lately. But it has meaning, which is more than I can say about a lot of like Gen Z slang and stuff. And slop is, you know, it's a word, it's not like slang, it's just been kind of prevalent in that arena. And it's a nice, concise way to describe these things. Dying like that sucks so much. I expect the timing to be nicer to me, and it is not. Sucks. Booney with the 5, thank you. Appreciate that. Gonna balance with playtesters, get it to general difficulty, or it wouldn't be too annoying for you. Then you can mess around however you need. That sounds good. That sounds like a good plan. I would like to keep it in the spectrum of like hard demon, but my part is pretty difficult. It is pretty difficult. I might need to do some nerfs there, or at least like adjust some of the stuff for the sake to be good, you know. I was thinking about that level like yesterday, actually. I was like, I'm kind of like okay if that never goes anywhere. Like, I'm not going to be heartbroken about it, but it's really cool to see it come to fruition, finally. I don't like how the chat is delayed. Welcome to live streams. That is how all of them work. Maybe live streams aren't for you, my friend. Gosh fucking damn it, I didn't mean to do that. I've opened up to certain humor styles, or certain styles of humor. My humor varies depending on who I'm talking to. I think everybody does to a degree. I don't like live streams. I mean, alright, we figured it out. We cracked the case. Opinion on TCD. It seems like... I don't know. I've never seen TCD, but from what I've heard, it's made for... It's targeted at a younger audience. I'll say that. My hardest is Prismatic Haze by Sir Trax and Gizbro. Really? I've never died there. Oh my gosh. What's your opinion on AI? I hate it. It makes me sad. Seeing every like app and game and website and company integrated everywhere. Society has certainly reached a certain dark age when it comes to that kind of stuff. Hopefully we'll figure out that it's not going to work for a lot of things, and then we'll stop implementing it everywhere. But like, the damage is already done. All the water needed for the freaking stupid ass AI data centers is like freaking causing everywhere to go through droughts and everything. It sucks. The whole thing just sucks. ChatGPT has done more damage to this generation than most other things I can think of. About the RAM prices, I have heard that the RAM prices are going kind of crazy. But I don't know enough about what that price should look like to really have an opinion there. I don't really watch any sports besides... I'll tune into like UFC and boxing and stuff. I just think combat sports are cool. You will never see Howdy give one single fuck about the Super Bowl. The only thing I know about like the NFL is that like the worst team is the Browns. I think the Cleveland Browns or whatever the hell, and they just seem like quite the underdog. So if they were to win the Super Bowl, you might catch me giving half a fuck, you know? Damn it. That's pretty confusing. Oh, Cute Troll doesn't have mod because she doesn't want to have to deal with the chat, which is totally fair. Like, I would give her mod just for her to continue watching exactly how she's been watching. Like, if I give you mod, that doesn't mean you're forced to be my stream slave now and moderate chat for me. Like, no. You can just keep watching same old, same old. I just want to show people that you're a trusted community member. That's all. But Q-Twirl, like, doesn't even want to bother. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Makes sense. I see entirely too many people in their 20s legitimately relying on ChatGPT for their, like, college courses. And it makes me so sad. You wouldn't survive without the internet. What would we do without the internet? That's not like, oh, whatever shall we do? It's over for us. No, but like, if the internet wasn't a thing for like a whole month, well, what would you do? If the internet's not a thing, I'm not making money. So I would probably go back to construction. Which is what I was doing before YouTube. And I was doing it, like, tangentially as well. I don't know if I said that word right. Yeah, for like 2022 and a little bit of 2023, I was doing construction and YouTube at the same time. That was before YouTube was like, you know, paying the bills. It was paying like a bill, you know? Do I have a degree in construction? Yes, I do. I have a doctorate in constructing things, like sentences. Ooh, crazy. No, I am not a college graduate. My wife is, though. She's so smart. Don't tell her, but I think I married someone smarter than me. Those gaps are so tight, dude. That sucks. That's at least, like, a real attempt. That's a real attempt, you know? That's the first, like, actual good shot that I've had at beating the level today. Means we're getting somewhere. Getting somewhere. I love being top fan. I wish, like, you could do anything with your points, you know? I wish it had, like, a channel point system, like, for Twitch. That's the one thing Twitch does better than YouTube is, like, the channel point stuff and just, like, general chat engagement features. Everything else about Twitch is worse. House building video. I recently did a freaking huge kitchen remodel, so that was... I missed out on some potential content, didn't I? Set up cameras everywhere and just like, yep, today we're removing rotten floor joists and putting new ones in. Crazy. YouTube don't really care about that. They should. My GPU, I think it's an NVIDIA 3070 RTX something something. I don't know. Computer parts is like a whole nother language to me. Twitch is like Twitter, but ever so slightly better. I don't think they're really comparable. Maybe that's just me. Or I guess comparable. You mean like in terms of like culture? Because like in terms of the actual like application of Twitch and Twitter and then like the website, they function very differently. But the communities, maybe there's room for debate there. Oh, Twitter and Twitch added shorts because of TikTok. I mean, YouTube did that too. Pretty much every social media platform added shorts. Someone asked last stream if I have a TikTok, and that hurt my feelings a little bit. Bro Chacho has like 5.5K attempts or something like that. Yeah, I don't know anything about computer parts, which sucks because I need my computer for work, so I need to know at least something. That was so scuffed. What was any of that? There will be no Zenless Zone Zero talk in the chat anymore. It's over. It's over for the horny game. No more of that. How does this level compare to your hardest? It's actually 3 spots underneath it on the Ouroboros. It's like a 728, and my hardest is a 725. 725th hardest demon in the game. So they're very, very close, according to the Ouroboros. They're also very different, so it's very hard to compare their gameplay and actually like figure out which is harder. I might need to actually beat this to have a good answer for you as to which is harder. No, damn it. Why don't you call the Ouroboros the A-R-E-D-L? Why do you ask these questions? I think that's a better question. YouTube's emotes are bad, but Twitch's 2016 humor makes things comparable. I mean, Twitch humor is just bad. Like, it has gotten slightly less bad recently, but like, I still can't watch big Twitch streamers just because there's a certain way they act that I cannot tolerate. It's a certain way that they like talk to the chat. It's so like, I don't know how to describe it. I'll come back to this topic when I'm feeling more eloquent. Made a wave challenge to the espresso song a while ago. Nice. I bet that's gonna get rated before espresso. Gosh. Yeah, if you go to the comments of YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels or TikToks, you will see basically the worst place on the internet. I've heard Instagram Reels are the worst, but I just don't mess with enough of that to know. Next attempt, hopefully. I mean, yeah, that kind of goes without saying, but I appreciate the optimism. Oh, I have DMs. Does that mean Icosa? Nope, it does not. It does not mean Icosa. It's an interesting guy, because he's like, yeah, I'm going to call you for your ABP stream tomorrow. And I'm like, okay. And then he doesn't do that. Twitch just the worst version of Reddit humor? I think they're pretty different. Damn it. Instagram Reels is good, actually. True, yeah. That's some good stuff. I was in a Twitch stream somewhat recently, and they were like the topic of the stream was just like, it just happened to be like carpal tunnel. They were talking about carpal tunnel and like people that have been affected by it. And there was someone that I had actually heard of before that had apparently been struggling with carpal tunnel. And I just said, like, oh, that sucks. I hope they feel better. And then I got timed out for saying that by a mod who said positivity only. I think my message was literally just like, I have carpal tunnel a little bit and it sucks. I hope they work through it or something like that. I said something like that, and I got timed out for being too negative. Like, holy shit. I got timed out for like 15 minutes or something. It wasn't even like a 5-minute ordeal. Like, why? Are we serious? I mean, maybe it was sarcastic. I don't think that's very funny. Because it went from like, the chat was all being like very serious, you know, just like normal conversation talking about difficulties with carpal tunnel. And then someone's like, hey man, that's too negative. Only positivity zone here. Alright, I'm positive that timeout was fucking stupid. How about that? That encapsulates like half of my feelings on Twitch communities. Maybe they thought I was being sarcastic. I mean, I should have used a tone indicator. You're right, you're right. I should have said /source. Yeah, Twitch communities would be more likely to enforce tone indicators. Maybe not enforce as much as like encourage, but that's bad enough. That's bad enough for me. Encourage and expect. I'm like, I don't want to do that. This is probably the hardest part of the level, right here. This hurts my feelings. Out of all levels, why this one? I had decent progress on this level before I started actually grinding it, and I knew the whole level. I didn't really have to learn anything, except for a little bit of the duel at like 70, and then the key maze. Like, besides that, I had everything like learned. This will not be a level request stream, so no IDs, please. Oh my gosh, yeah, Kick? Alright, we can settle the debate. Kick has the worst community. Like, we don't even need to talk about that. No proof required. No, I know plenty of Twitch streamers that are, like, cool and chill entertainers and everything, but Twitch becomes completely insufferable once you get to, like, the biggest streamers. It's the biggest streamers on Twitch that really make me question, how on earth did you get so many followers acting like this? You know what I'm saying? This level seems fun to play. It has its moments. It also has Woogie gameplay. So, there's that. Croatia is probably top 2 nation of all time. Is this where you're from, Vino Granda? ISO speed is another great example of like how did this happen? Why this guy? I guess all it really takes to like become famous is just have compilations of getting really, really angry and loud about stuff. Fuck off, dude. Are you serious? I became a ship, and that made me big enough to touch this bike. Cool. What year is considered the prime of rage games? Like 2014 or something. Some year that I'm glad it's not anymore. From Slovenia, I see. Interesting. Yeah, Croatia, like, it's hogging all the coast from whatever's next to Croatia. I don't know. So much of, like, really popular Twitch streamer culture is all about getting the clips and, you know, like, chat retention and shit like that. And it's not even about, like, doing an activity or playing a game or having a conversation or showing your personality even. It's not even about expression. It's just about the numbers. And I hate it. Big YouTubers are the same way. At least a similar way. I wouldn't say the exact same. Oh my gosh. YouTube is my livelihood, but my first mission, my first and primary objective doing YouTube is to express myself on the platform and be myself on the platform. If I have to sacrifice my primary mission to continue making money, I'm just going to quit YouTube. Like, if being myself no longer pays the bills, I will do something else. I will not concede and become like some lifeless, soulless personality just for the sake of making a quick buck. And I don't think anybody is 100% genuine on YouTube, but I'd like to stay at least in like the 85 to 95 area. Oh, gosh. What's up, Bad Player 64? Howdy, just the man I wanted to see. How you doing? Oh, you got 75 on Bloodbath, 74 today, making progress after 4 months of playing. Nice, dude. Very nice. Yeah, that's a pretty big jump from your current hardest, if I recall, right? That's awesome. Anyway, I see content creation as an art form, and if my personality is no longer represented by that art, I should quit. That is what I'm trying to live by right now. Oh, you beat Prismatic? Oh, okay. Video games are totally art, absolutely. And then a game like Geometry Dash, you could say, is art within art, because people can make levels within the game, and the game is, at least most likely, something of a form of expression. Unless Robtop literally just made a game entirely based on what he thought people would like. And he didn't put any of his own, like, personal spin on anything. I kind of doubt that, though. There's gotta be something. Something in my eye. Damn it. You gotta jump really late here. At least that's the most consistent way I've found to do it, is you jump really late here up into the portal and then you'll go over there. Because if you jump really early, you can also make it happen, but then you run the risk of hitting this spike, and if you click too late, you'll die to that spike. So, whole bunch of fun stuff. Whole bunch of fun stuff. Do a Boomling stream? I don't think I will do that. Thank you, TJ Downchurch, for the 5. Good to see you, man. Welcome, welcome. Did my 18th birthday celebration today. Happy birthday. That's awesome. You can now not drink alcohol or do anything fun or interesting. You can vote. Yes. You can vote for all the awesome political candidates lately. Birthday's actually on Wednesday. People got to work. I got you. All that boring stuff. Well, So birthday's on Wednesday, which is the 21st. That's awesome. I will try to remember to wish you happy birthday on that day, but you may have to remind me because I'm dumb. But for now, happy fake birthday now and happy early birthday for real. Hope you have a good one, man. And welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hot take, GD has good storytelling as games like The Last of Us. Because you are the story, and that's even cooler. Interesting. Interesting. I've never really seen any kind of, like, narrative value in Geometry Dash. Like, the community has a story behind it, and I don't know, I would just call that, like, a community's history. That's, like, a different thing entirely. And you can make levels in this game that have a story, I suppose. But the game itself, in a vacuum, does not have any value there. Which, like, it's fine. Your game doesn't need to have, like, a very natural layer of, like, story value or anything. One of my other favorite games is Melee. I love Super Smash Bros. Melee. Almost entirely for its gameplay. There is nothing to enjoy, like, story-wise, you know? Again, the community of the game has a very interesting and storied past, but, like, the game itself, nothing going on. There is a story mode, and it's literally just completing, like, random challenges, you know? No, don't let the vaults in the tower fool you. This game has no lore. This game's lore, nothing. This has skim milk lore. Benny Play with the 5. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. No message. Very ominous. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. I think our best today is 61. Died at the tiny-ass ship gaps. Lots of birthdays in January. What's 9 months before January? Ooh, my neck. Ouch. Gotta go to someone else's birthday, ironically, so see ya, have a good one. Take it easy, bad player. You know, if you've beaten Prismatic, you're about to be Bloodbath, I don't think you are a bad player. Call me crazy. You gotta change that name. Adequate player 64. Grr. What mic do I use? It's an Aokio USB condenser microphone. It's like $50 on Amazon. That's one of my best investments, honestly. $50 for a mic I've used for like 3 years. 4 years, maybe? That was really close. I'm gonna do it soon. Alright, good luck. I kind of like that part of the level, because right before that ball in the UFO, the backgrounds are like switching between like the 9 circles, like weird blocks with the corners missing, and then just like regular bricks. And then once you enter the ball, the block design goes dark, and then the backgrounds are merged. It's almost like the power went out or something. I don't know. That's a cool little bit of atmosphere that was maybe done on accident. I mean, if you want my exact mic, I'm not saying my mic is the end-all be-all of microphones. Like, it's very good value, but, like, you can get something better. But I can try to get you a link. Let's see. Oh, hey, that looks like a sale. Or maybe it's not a sale. Maybe it's just cheaper now. Wow, I bought mine when it was, like, $50, and now it's selling for $37. That's crazy. How do I share this? Every time I try to share an Amazon link, it's like impossible to find the share button. It's like they move it every time or something. How do I do that? Alright, whatever. It's going to be a massive link. Nope, nope. The link is 300 characters too long. Awesome. Oh my gosh. This is so dumb. Let's see if this works. Give me a second. What the fuck? Stop! What is happening? Oh my goodness. I hate it when Control C and Control V just don't work. Okay. I finally have a link for you. You probably imagine he left the stream. There is the link for you. That is the microphone that I use. Plan to buy the iPad A16 opinions? I know nothing about Apple products on purpose. Benny Play with the 2. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Remember when you got 31 to 100 on Poltergeist? Yeah, that's one of my first videos. I was proud of that. That's like all the easy stuff with Poltergeist too. That's so funny. All the hard stuff is like 22 to 27. That's the hard stuff. And then I didn't beat it for like a whole 2 years or something. It took me a long time to actually get around to beating that. Mostly because it hurt my eyes so bad. I just didn't want to. But then I discovered wearing 3 pairs of sunglasses, and I was like, dude, this is so OP. It's not OP, actually. It makes playing the game generally very difficult. Grr. I've only beaten 3 easy demons. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Yes, I use OBS to record, like, pretty much every content creator, I think. I don't know of any, like, alternatives, except for maybe, like, if you don't need OBS, if you've got like shadow play or something, or some kind of like NVIDIA thing. I don't know. Those just seem unreliable and stupid, so I just use OBS. I don't think Club Step sucks. I think it's a good demon. I wouldn't say it's a great first demon, because there's a lot of easier stuff out there if you're looking for very like small incremental improvement. But if you do just want to jump to Club Step as your first demon, there's a lot worse you can do. Ooh, Windy as your first Insane. Very nice. Good luck. That was my first Insane, I believe. It is quite easy as far as Insanes go. There's a ship at like 30 that's really hard, a few timings at the drop, and then the end has a couple tricky bits. But mostly it's pretty doable. Do you use an audio recorder? I mean, I like to record my voice. To do that, you don't want to do that on the same recording as like recording game audio. You want to record game audio separately from whatever content you're making, and then when recording your voice, you want to use some kind of other recording software. I just use the built-in like voice recorder with Windows 10. Oh my goodness. Favorite main level? I like electrodynamics a lot. I like blast processing a lot. Maybe Hexagon Force would be the other front runner out of those 3. Why does everyone I know use Windows 11? Because Windows 10. Because Windows 11 sucks. I would like to stay on Windows 10 as long as I can. What's up, Artificial? How you doing? I mean, I don't remember your name having GMD_GD. I just remember you as Artificial, but I think I remember you at least. Unless you're a different person named Artificial. I might be confusing with somebody else. Damn it. What happened was I clicked right before I touched this portal. Right before. That's too bad. Why are we saying go at like 30, man? Oh, because I didn't pin the last go message. Gosh damn it. Go equals 48. Pin. Yes. I still got my doggy, though. I don't know what that means. Yeah, if you have Windows 11, it's probably going to be pretty hard to get Windows 10. Like, I don't think Microsoft is going to help you get Windows 10 back, you know, once you realize Windows 11 sucks. Oh, the dog in your profile picture. Gotcha. I think the artificial I know had a dog in the profile picture, I think. Grr. Why does Windows 11 suck? I've heard the optimization is really bad, and it just, like, doesn't get along very well with a lot of, like, older games. And a lot of things in, like, the interface and the settings have been changed for no reason to be worse than they were with Windows 10. I don't know. I don't know from personal experience, but I know from a lot of other people ranting about it, so... Windows 11 is, like, 10% AI-generated code. That sounds about right. 10% is even a little generous, I think. Gosh damn it. Gonna go watch Death Note? Okay, enjoy. Enjoy W, or whatever his name is. Yeah, Windows 10 is no longer being, like, supported. Why do I keep coming back? What does that mean? You probably come back to see me suck at AVP. I mean, why would you want to watch that? Oh my goodness. That saw blade is so much bigger than it looks. Yeah, when someone asks, am I in a video? And I say no, and then I show some horrifying image in the highlight compilation later. Oh, I see a donation. Give me a second. Give me a second to kill myself. But where will I kill myself? What a mystery. Stay tuned to find out. What? Really? I didn't even know that was a thing, man. Okay, that sucks. Grass is blue with the 5. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Oh, how this Phantasm is very bizarre. Peace emoji. True. Man, for how easy the pre-drop is, I shouldn't be dying this much to it. I was a lot more consistent with it last stream. I mean, just because they ended support for Windows 10 doesn't mean you can't use it. Cool lag spike. I've just been getting little lag spikes all over the place, usually at the wave at like 40. They're not big enough to kill me there most of the time, but it still is very off-putting and distressing. Like, you can still use Windows 7 if you want. Like, that's been unsupported for years, but you can still use it. That was a proper go. There you go. You guys did it. You said go at the right time. What's with all the hate on AI about? I know, right? AI is awesome. Everyone loves it. Can't go wrong with AI. You know what I'm saying, compadres? How are you able to burp on command? I can't really explain it. I just suck air through my throat in a very, like, particular manner, and then it forms a bubble that I can then expel at my leisure. Just like that. Dude, imagine I don't burp on command. Every burp you've ever heard at the end of every video stream, that was all just, like, coincidental. Bro, you hated on AI like 20 minutes ago. Oh, did I? Oh, man. Oops. I guess I'll have to atone for my sins. Can you sneeze on command? Imagine. No. I wouldn't want to sneeze on command. Sneezing is uncomfortable. Burping is just kind of funny. Also gross. Burping is gross. Don't do that. It's not very ladylike. Low-key swallowing air. For real. There we go. Don't do it, though. It's unladylike. But don't do it, though. Ladies don't know what they're talking about. True. They're so confused. I don't know any smart ladies. I just said, like, earlier in the stream, I'm married to someone smarter than me. I think most ladies I know are smarter than me. I mean, sneezing feels kind of like a nice little relief once you're done, but the build-up to the sneeze, like, hurts for me. That little, like, tingle you get in your nose. It's like, hey, your nose now feels like a beehive. How about gals? Now, gals, that's a different story entirely. Stop trying to straight fly. You're bad. I was going to leave, but then I found an excuse to speak, which was asking what the hate on AI is for. It's a really great reason to stay. I can tell we're going to get along great. What are your thoughts on men? I'm thinking about so many screwed up possible things I could say that I'm not going to. What's worse, ChatGPT or Gemini? I don't know. I don't use either. I think any kind of AI chatbot is awful. No one should need to have that explained to them, that AI chatbots are horribly destructive for humanity. Gosh damn it. Both have different strengths. Oh man. Is this a genuine AI sympathizer? You ever met that one kid who uses AI on how to use AI? I don't even know what that would look like. What do you ask ChatGPT? Where can I talk to an AI chatbot? I just, man. I hate how when you Google search something, the AI overview is the first thing that pops up. And it's wrong like 90% of the time. Gosh fucking damn it. I'm so worried about the timings that I'm passing that I don't have time to worry about the ones that I haven't passed yet. The great meme reset was never going to happen. Benny played with the 2. Appreciate it, man. If you beat Dry out in 1 attempt, I'll send you 100. Oh, gosh. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. You've donated before, so I don't have a whole lot of reason to, like, doubt that you have money. I just doubt that you're going to. You probably would have said, like, deadlocked at least. You know, something genuinely challenging. But, like, you either don't have very much faith in me, or you just wanted to give me $100, and this is an excuse. I could mess it up. It is possible. I will entertain it, though. I will entertain your proposal. I'd like to think after playing ABP so long, I could beat like an equivalent of like a 2-star. I'm so locked in on this dry out right now. Dude, Ikosa and I play in the like Robtop travel Deathlink. Oh my gosh, that's so freaking funny. Only the least expected deaths possible. Like, he would die here somewhere. He would figure out a way to die here. He would do it. And he wouldn't die here. He wouldn't do that at all. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, I didn't beat it. No $100 for me. That's too bad. Maybe next time. Go, go! My viewership spikes, and then there's like 20 extra viewers for the dry out attempt. Grr. Ikosa's hardest is Black Blizzard, but he's currently going for Delta Interface as a new hardest. He's got, I think, 75 times 3, which according to him is most of the hard stuff, so he should beat it any minute now. I bet next time he streams, he'll have it. Very notable silence from Benny Play. Who could have seen this coming? I unfortunately missed all of Ikosa's last stream. I was busy saving the day. Yeah, I did unironically have more viewers for that, yeah. A lot more people know about dry out than this level. That might be part of it. It's impossible for me to play a level that means anything to me in this game and not have people be like, what is this? I've never seen this before. I could be playing like Bloodbath, and I'm like, what is this? What kind of level are you playing? Is Gemma still lurking? I believe Gemma's a big lurker. She's got things going on in her life. Things to do. Places to see. Delta Interface is good. Doesn't seem like my kind of level, but it does seem to be of high quality, you know? The gameplay's not really my kind of thing. I don't think I would enjoy it, but it seems well made. Platinum's got some very good stuff. Favorite non-demon level? Biden Circles, if that counts. It's an unrated demon. Otherwise, maybe Fiji by Nazgub. Love that level. It's a great little level. It's pretty much every level I care about, yeah. I don't have any like awesome reasons for caring so much less about levels of easier difficulty than demons, but oh my goodness, I see a donation. Gosh damn it. Benny played with the 20, thank you. Since you didn't beat it, but almost did, I'll send you 20. There's no way you were actually going to give me 100 if I just didn't pause at the end. There's no way. That would not have happened. But thank you for the 20, man. I really appreciate that. Still too much money. Still too much. Unexpected. Yeah, I guess Biden Circles counts as an insane. Yeah, it's like a 9-star. What makes me so doubtful? The like oceans of children that have told me that they'll donate $100 for complete X task, and then they didn't do that. Now Benny has more credibility for sure, but it was still such an easy thing to do. I didn't like, I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable doing that, you know? It felt like taking candy from a baby. The baby's like, I'll give you this candy. You, like, blink twice, and then I blinked, like, a time and a half. And the baby's like, okay, you can have a couple licks. It's true, but what if Benny is like a 30-year-old dude who works at a company and makes, like, a 6-figure salary, you know? Could be. I'll maybe perchance donate 50 euros if you play Expedition 33. I've just heard so many people talk about that game in a negative light just because it's like stole so many awards. It swept the Game Awards. Oh man, it totally stole the awards from Silk Song. You dirty bastards. Like, I've never heard anyone actually say anything about the game. And he plays 21. Wow. Wow. You and I are like dinosaurs in here, man. That's crazy. That does make me believe that $100 was genuinely on the table. What? Can you burp in John geometry? That's a good question. I'm trying to like shape my throat in the way that I do when I do John Geometry's voice while also burping, and it kind of makes the burp not come out. That's okay. John Geometry's good at Geometry Dash, and then I'm good at burping. We both bring our own strengths to the table. Wait, that's true. The Seg offender is playing ABP as well. What? Who? Is somebody else playing ABP right now, like on stream or something? Thank you, Go Tier GD, with the 4 euros. I appreciate that. Hold on. That was burp natural style. Goodness gracious. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hope you beat the level. I hope so too. Definitely don't donate your last money. No matter what. Just I don't know. Don't donate the last of anything. That's not good. I'm gonna assume you don't have like lots of financial responsibilities and bills and stuff, in which case it'll be okay. But keep that in mind for future reference. Wow, the Seg Defender really is playing ABP. I will take these 4 euros I've been given and treasure them forever. I'll put them in a glass display case in my room, and then put like a giant spotlight, hang it from the ceiling. Queer! This level makes Johnson's bigger. No, it doesn't. Future Funk seems like a pretty decent first hard demon. If you're good with endurance and like nerve control and stuff, I'd say go for it. Who is that cowboy? That's a picture my mom took of me. Ooh, 33 on Forsaken Neon. Good luck. About to get to the hard stuff. The hard stuff's in the middle for me. And then for some reason I died at the end some too. But like, that pre-drop is actually pretty painless. I think when Kid Named beat it, he said that the hardest part for him was the pre-drop, if I recall. Which is interesting to me. There's a couple, like, bad transitions in the pre-drop, but generally the gameplay didn't give me as many issues. Who is that cowboy? It's a picture my mom took of me. sure. I'm so lost. I can't keep up with y'all. These young whippersnappers. I just beat a new hardest. I'm not playing anything at the moment. That's a good plan. You take a break. You're in, like, retirement mode. What did you beat, Zozaka? I don't remember. You probably told me and I forgot because I'm dumb. Oh, you said the pre-drop never got consistent. I gotcha. Yeah, because the slopey thing's happening in the first, like, 10%. That did cause some issues for me. I don't think we're gonna have another Zoink for a while. 2,000K? Lock in, bro. That's about the smartest child I've ever seen. But yeah, I don't know how likely we are to see another Zoink of like, hey, I'm just a 14-year-old kid who recently found out about Geometry Dash and I already have like an extreme demon beaten. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like, it's possible we'll see another, like, as dumb as it is to call it a prodigy. It's like a pretty fitting word. Queer! Hungrybox looking like my U.S. history teacher. Is he caked up? Is he pretty caked up? You're the best YouTuber. It would be my dream if you could notice me on stream. My pleasure, Flowixerzo. Man, people just put X's and Z's and numbers in their names that are otherwise very pronounceable, and it hurts my feelings because it makes me look dumb. Anyway, thank you, though. I appreciate it. Oh, so cute. This is me when I see Woogie's gameplay in this level. No, this is me when I see Indy Jones's history teacher's cake. Why is it that cake is the word that we use for buttocks? Cake is reserved for birthdays. Like, am I only allowed buttocks once a year? You can go to someone else's party and get some buttocks, I suppose. It doesn't just have to be your birthday. It's me when I see 2020 had a gameplay. True. I don't think my gameplay has really been good for very long, you know? It was, like, okay for several years, but my sync only started getting, like, to the standard it should be kind of recently. Dave did look nasty, not gonna lie. Remember Dave? He looked nasty. Hello, Can't Maggie, good to see you. Because cake is not shaped like a butt. That's true. Thankfully we have Mr. Sherlock on the case. It is my theory. I have deduced that cake is not shaped like a butt. Curious. Remember Dave from the video that just happened? Nope, forgot. You know? My lucky phrase is pineapple with mustard, so I'm saying it to wish you luck. Thank you. That sounds disgusting, but I appreciate it. Nice cover, bro. Thanks. Me when I see a cool blankets. Oh, Gemma speaks. She speaks true. Mr. Trees Mill is tiring me. It's a really good message. I did actually buy a treadmill recently. It's either gonna arrive like today or Monday, I think. But yeah, it's just like a little desk treadmill. It goes underneath your desk so you can stand at your standing desk and walk and probably not run, because then I don't think I'd be very productive. But yeah, I was like standing while working the other day, like, is there any reason I can't walk while doing this? So I tried to like just walk in place a little bit, do a little bit of jogging in place, and I'm like, you know what, I can totally make this work. I think I should do that. What time is it for me? 4:30. I died for that. I died for that question. That was not worth it. Can you give me a good song to use for a sync-based level that's fast? So, that's the tricky part about sync levels and sync gameplay. I can't really recommend any songs to you. Like, the best sync gameplay is going to come from a genuine passion for a song. Like, I do not make good gameplay to songs I don't care about. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make that choice yourself, if that makes sense. If you find a song and you're like, you know, closing your eyes while listening to it, picturing all the gameplay in your head, like, yeah, this has got nice flow to it, nice energy, then that's the song. That's what you should do. But someone else making that choice for you, you're gonna be left with a lot more questions than you would otherwise. You know, it's not worth it, is what I'm saying. Unless you specifically want to challenge yourself by not picking the song. If that's the whole goal of the challenge of making the level, then sure, go for it. Ask around and see what kind of suggestions you get. But if you just want to make a good level, the song has got to come from you. That is my true beliefs. The level will be so much better if you care about the song that you're using. And you can care about a suggestion from someone else, I guess, but kind of a roundabout way of just getting a song you like, you know? Just might as well pick one at that point. Kidnade can probably make good gameplay to just about anything, but I think his gameplay is best when he cares about the song. I think that goes for pretty much everybody. That lag spike was really mean. Go, you gorgeous man. Thank you, Skill. Oh my gosh, that sucks. If 40, whatever it was, 44 or whatever was the hardest part of the level, this is the second hardest, is this right here. This little chunko wave gameplay. Because, like, look at this, man. We have a mini wave going into a not mini wave slope and a block. Like, that gap sucks. And then we have, okay, some mini wave slopes. There we go. It's a tight gap, but at least the shapes fit. And then, what is this? It's a non-mini wave slope already. Like, it hurts. It hurts. Yeah, well, we tied my record for normal mode, but in practice mode, I accidentally got 81 from 0. So, anyway, still decent progress. I'm getting better at the consistency of the middle chunk of the level. I'm still struggling with, like, 45-ish. I've not beaten Robtop Travel, no. That would be my new hardest. I don't want to do that. There's a lot of places in this level that allow for pretty, like, liberating click patterns to be done. You know, you can kind of click to the sync, even though the gameplay isn't, like, meant for that, I guess. In certain parts. I think it's really cool. I will never beat a list demon. I will promise you right now, I will never ever beat a list demon. I had a chance. I, like, maybe could have pushed myself to beat something extended list in, like, 2023. But I just wasn't improving fast enough to make that happen, and now the list is so much harder than anything I could ever do. It's like, I missed my window, you know? Not like I really care. I'm still proud of all my hardest achievements and everything, even though none of them have been on the list at the time of completion. But yeah, if you're looking for a howdy that can beat list demons, you'll have to look somewhere else, I'm sorry. Check another, like, universe or whatever. I'm getting so tired of all the multiverse shit and stuff. Stop. It's lazy. Makes me sad. Like, it can be done well, but no one does that. Like, the Spider-Verse movies is like, okay, alright, that's not bad. Almost everything else that has the multiverse shit happening, I do not like. And even the Spider-Verse movies, I still had issues with. You're the only howdy we want, :3. Thank you, Skill. I appreciate it. Grr. Is he flirting? Is he flirting? I've never seen a flirt before. I think it looks something like that. Yeah, when me and my wife met, she was just like, hey, you're gonna talk to me now. And I'm like, okay, that sounds good. That was the flirting stage with me and my wife. Oh, it's so scary. Damn it. Those wave gaps are really hard. I think Howdy loves wave choke points. You know, by looking at the levels that I've beaten, you could maybe surmise that. We got like F-Bot, Voxius, Fexty, ABP has a lot of wave choke points. Prismatic has a wave choke point. Prismatic is a lot more consistent than the others, but like there's still a lot of hard waves. Getting more consistent though. I don't know if I have time to beat this today at the rate that I'm going, but I'll certainly give it my all for the remainder of the stream. New hardest tonight? Who knows? I mean, if I beat this in 5 streams, I don't think I can say it's my hardest, right? Like, Prismatic took me 9 months, and granted, I wasn't playing as consistently as I am with this level, but it did take me 13k attempts, and this level, if I beat it today, would have taken me probably around 6k, maybe less. I kind of don't mind the Fexty wave. The real crime is the transition into the swing copter afterwards. Damn it. That is my first death at this wave, if I recall correctly. I think I've messed up this like little ship setup and then died like somewhere over here, but doing this ship setup correctly, this is the first time I've died to the wave, which is kind of funny. Because usually it's just really consistent, like click 4 times and you're good. Skill issue with the 3 Australian people. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. Another 3 Australians I have to make room for in my house. Every Australian currency you've ever donated turns into a person and lives with me in my home. Sometimes they like cook and clean and stuff, so it's a good investment, I'd say. Appreciate it, thank you. Oh, peek. No, not in my basement. They live in like my living room. Some of them live in my dying room. The ones that are bad. What's easier, 9 Circles or Forsaken Neon? Hard to say. I would say 9 Circles just because it tests fewer game modes. Because Forsaken Neon is a lot of tough stuff. A lot of very... a lot of varied gameplay in Forsaken Neon. But 9 Circles, there's a really hard ship that I struggle with at like 20. The ball is fine, and then the wave is mostly fine, and then it's over. So like... At least for someone like me, Forsaken Neon was definitely harder. Do they tell you good Australian jokes? No. Is there such a thing? No, I'm just kidding. Do you have any Australian jokes for me, Skill Issue? No! I have played Celeste. On stream, in fact. I beat the most vanilla, like, ending you could possibly do. I think I just, like, completed the story and then didn't do any of the, like, bonus content. No, but I appreciate the honesty. A lot of people, when asked if they have a joke, would tell you a really bad joke, and then no one would laugh. But just saying, no, I don't have any good jokes, that, excuse me, is so much better. I like that. Maybe I'm just better at wave than ship, but I think the hardest part of 9 circles is the ship part. Unless, like, you have vision issues, and maybe you can't do the wave for that reason, which I would understand. What? I don't even know how that happened. Did I really mess up the timing that bad? Beatbox compilation. That would take so long. I would need to download every video for my entire discography. And would I like include a clip or two before and after the beatbox for like context, or is it just every clip of me beatboxing? You know, howdy videos, but it's only the beatboxing. Cause like that would be weird going from different like rhythms and tempos and songs so like rapidly. It sounds like it'd be pretty jarring. There's a couple ways you could do that. Now, if I did include context before and after the beatbox in each clip, I mean that's gonna pad out the runtime of the video like crazy. It's gonna be like a 3-hour-long video. I don't know about 3 hours, but it would be long. I'm being copied. Stop dying to the ball. Gosh damn. Oh my gosh. Yeah, only the beatboxing? Okay. No, I am not on Twitch. I think it's really awesome how little I have to deal with Twitch's BS as a YouTube streamer. I've considered doing double streaming at some point, but I think Twitch has some annoying policies about double streaming that kind of like prioritize Twitch in ways I don't really want to do. So I could double check that and maybe double stream someday, but... Twitch is pretty gross. What about Chutes and Ladders? Ooh, Chutes and Ladders stream. Is this a new hardest? I don't know. I kind of doubt it, just because the process is going by so much faster than Prismatic Haze, but it is only 3 spots beneath Prismatic on the Aretal, so it could really go either way. I'll probably need to beat this to know for sure if it's my new hardest. I'm leaning towards no, though, but it's so hard to compare this kind of gameplay to Prismatic. This gameplay is either like easy stuff that you don't really need to practice that much, or it's like the most bizarre gameplay you've ever seen, which is kind of true to its name in a cute way, I guess. But Prismatic's gameplay was very like, just learn the click pattern and you'll be good, you know? Just learn the sync click pattern and you're done. That's all you need to do. It's just executing the whole thing now. In short, Prismatic is consistent and this is not. So, very hard to tell which one's harder right now. I really don't think I'm ever going to beat EXO. I don't think I could ever put up with that pre-drop at the beginning of every attempt. I could see myself doing like 15 to 100 on it, but never 0 to 100. Does that make sense? Like, 90% of my issues with EXO are in the first 10%. And when that's the way your level is balanced, I just don't think Howdy is going to play it. Checkpointer crate, what for? What happened? What's on there that I should care so much about? Yeah, the 3% EXO timing is bad enough. Like, that by itself is bad enough. And then all of the other hardest timings of the level are also in the first 10%. Like, Otherwise, it's a cool level, and I would like to beat it someday, but beginning. I would need to have some kind of awesome, like, miracle performed on my finger to be able to do those timings, dude. If anyone has the magical finger spell they can cast on me, I'd appreciate it. Magic fingers. Oh, magic wand. Yes, I can feel the magic finger. My power is growing. I'm gonna beat the level. Oh, Flops is here too, so I have to beat the level. If I don't beat the level this attempt, he's gonna kill me. Hey, bizarre peanuts. And by peanuts, well, let's just say my peanuts. What? Okay, sorry, Flops. I let you down. It's a very sad death. Recent tab bingo that you posted today was peak. I thought it was probably the best recent tab bingo video. I don't know, some days when it's time to record, like, I don't really have a whole bunch of time to record. I usually have like 1 or maybe 2 days in the week where I'm like, okay, I have a chunk of time that I can use to record. And sometimes my energy levels are so low that I am just a bad entertainer. I'm just bad at my job. But sometimes, I don't know what causes it, but sometimes the jokes just come so naturally, I don't even have to try. Sometimes I just turn humor autopilot on when I'm recording. And I don't get to choose when it's turned on and turned off, you know? It just happens. It's like, it's decided while I'm sleeping whether or not I'll be funny that day. Wheel of Poop sequel win, true. Chaggle is currently very busy in her life, but she will be less busy later in the year, so maybe we can do another one this summer or something. That'd be fun. See, recent tabs streams aren't really a thing I can do because porn levels exist, and if that hits me when I'm live, that's gonna suck. If it hits me when I'm recording, I can cut it out or censor it or whatever. Damn it. Motor oil is nasty and tasty. Don't worry, Howdy. I think you're always funny, beast mode. Let's go. I have similar inconsistencies with my GD skill. You know, sometimes I get on GD and I'm like, wow, ABP is so easy. I could probably go for like a decent new hardest instead of this junk. I'm so good. And sometimes I can't pass this wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think in the superpower debate, like, bro, if you could have the superpower, would you pick, like, super speed or super strength or, like, teleport? Like, shut up. No, I would just want to be a consistent person. That'd be nice. That'd be a pretty good superpower, I think. Just being consistently good at things. Or consistently bad. I don't care. Just, like, consistency is nice, I think. Knowing what to expect from myself is really cool, and I can't do that very often. I don't think Zoink is, like, a victim of view-botting. I think he's just the most popular person in the community right now. Usually the best player who's verifying the new, like, hard level coming out is just gonna get way more views than anybody else. Even, like, casual GD observers are like, ooh, new hard level coming out, I guess I'll watch. Do you know the art importer in GD? I don't know what that means. Oh, like a mod that you can use to just, like, put images in your levels and stuff? Howdy, are you Christian? Basically, yes. There's a longer answer that I will get into another time, but I am a non-denominational believer in Christ Jesus. No. Are you Christian? And I say yes. He says no. Okay. Holy shit. Skill issue with, I think, 3 more I saw out of the corner of my eye. It'd be crazy streamer instinct if I just knew how much it was. Oh, fucking hell. That sucks. No, not that. I'm Christian. For your girlfriend. You're Christian for my girlfriend. Interesting. Interesting. That attempt was kind of waffles emoji. True. I was right, Skill Issue. Thank you for the 3 Australian people. Have some more Australians. Yes. More bad jokes in my living room. Let's go. I appreciate it. Thank you. How do you use God confirmed? Let's not say that. That's not true. What? Grr. Dude, the Christian baby. True. Speaking of Christian babies, Ikosa needs to show up already. What's his deal? We did so much planning for the stream in advance, and then none of it's happening. Ranking every person when. Okay. Let's start the ranking every person tier list. Ready? We're gonna start with Mahatma Gandhi. F tier. Alright. Glad we're done with the person tier list. What about me? I think we've really covered all the bases here. I don't think we need to... Mahunga's Dongi. True. True. Mahunga's Dongi's at least a B tier. Alright, now we're done. We're not doing it anymore. Audi is like a C tier. Shrek 2? Ooh, Shrek 2's an A tier. No, it happened again, dude. Gosh, fucking damn it. I think I just got a little antsy with my buffers. It's too bad. Someone got timed out for saying go. Or they got timed out for something else, probably. How to use D tier, brickety split, S tier. True. True. Opinion on German people. I don't know if I've, like, met a German person in official capacity. Yeah, I like to not, like, give my opinions on people groups as a whole, because every people group has weirdos that will change, like, lesser minds' opinions about the people groups. Does that make sense? You can't encounter one weird furry and say all furries are weird and gross. Like, that one was, but, like, there's furries literally everywhere. I've met plenty of normal ones, plenty of weird ones. It happens. Same with every people group and every community in existence. There's weirdos and then there's not weirdos. I like the not weirdos quite a lot. So if there's not weirdos and they're German, dude, bring it on. Just come on in. Welcome in. Happy to have you. The German doesn't really make any differences, I don't think. What's up, chat? Welcome to the stream. Howdy, I'm German. Is it okay? Can I still be here? Oh, no. I don't think so. Get rid of this guy. Oh, owned. Hate from Spain. I'm not weird and I'm German. Nice. Come on in. What about John Weirdo? He invented weirdos. Oh, that fucking guy drives me up the wall. If I were an RC car that drove up walls, that's probably what I would say. I should just probably, like, ban the word Epstein from being in my chat. No one's ever going to say it in any capacity that's not going to annoy me. So might as well just get rid of it then. Jump too early. That sucks. So if you jump like here and really thread the needle like next to the spike, you can live. And if you jump right here, right up against this spike, you live. Anywhere in between, you die. And I clicked in between. Thank you, Gemma. Gemma has pretty good opinions on who deserves punishment and demise. One Japanese yen is worth less than a Robux. Wow. Yeah, yen is a pretty small little unit of currency. Like, you could have billions of yen and still not be, like, super wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Like... Being good at GD seems painful. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine being a professional GD player. Like, grinding top list demons. Oh my goodness. I could not do it. Like, say I was as good as Zoink, but still had my own, like, personality and everything. I couldn't do it. I would have to, like... I don't know. I could maybe beat a couple that I thought were, like, interesting and cool, but... I couldn't just beat anything. I don't have the mental capacity for that. No, I hit the slope. Gosh damn it. What I did was I flew down here, tried to land on this block, instead hit the corner of the slope, which bumped me up like so. Instead of just like resting here and then flying up at my leisure, I was forced up before I was ready. And that threw off my fly. Damn it, that sucks. I was here! Never mind. No, dude, there's so much hard stuff after 62. You can say I was here when I get to the key maze, and you'll probably be okay, you know? You kind of were spamming. You sent the same message 3 times in like 12 seconds. That's not very good. I don't like that, but that's okay. I've never been in a car crash, thankfully. Last year, I went to a concert with my siblings and my wife. It was really great. It was a great concert. And on our way home, on the highway, I was driving home and it was dark. And there was this dude who was basically just swerving in between both lanes of the highway constantly. He was just like swerving back and forth, go wee-oo, 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 just like all over the road. And he was going like 40 miles an hour, so everybody behind him was either like, I'm gonna try to pass him and maybe get in a life-threatening car accident, but I really gotta get home, you know? Or they were just like, alright, I'll go 40 on the highway and just try to keep tabs on this loser in front of me. Anyway, that was the closest thing I've ever had to like an actual car crash, but... because I had very precious cargo in my car, being all my siblings and my wife, I was like, nope, I am not even thinking about passing this guy. I'm keeping him like 10 cars length in front of me so I can keep an eye on him. And I'm just gonna wait it out. Wait until he exits or something like that. That was bad. I didn't like that. Oh, damn it. It's canon that Howdy is a French fire, because I said so. Fry. French fire. How is that any better or worse than normal fires? Like, if a French fire was better, how would that work? Because I think a French fire, like the first thing I think of when I think of a French fire is a fire that surrenders. Imagine there's like a really, really dry forest in California, and there's a fire that starts, and oh no, it's going to consume the whole forest. There's no moisture to help combat this fire. Oh, no, he gave up. Never mind, we're good. The fire runs away from the forest, yeah. Ah, is that a forest? Run! I wish men's were yummy. So that's a weird thing to say. Especially in a chat full of mostly children. Like, there's no men here. There's boys. There are children here. Yeah, I think Gemma's little YouTube emote that she just sent summarizes how I feel about what you said. You are so consistent, oh my. I'm certainly trying. I'm getting there. 45 is the first part that's so hard, it's not going to get consistent, I don't think. Like, I'm always going to have a really decent shot of dying there, you know? But the stuff before and after 45, it's like, it's getting better. Damn it. Found your recent tab video today quite entertaining. It did entire sweet a chuckle out of me. Keep it up, good chap. Alright, you kind of lost me halfway through that sentence, but I appreciate that. I'm so glad you liked the video. I also think it's one of my best recent tab videos. I genuinely feel like my content is always improving and getting better. Because that would suck if it wasn't, you know? If I'm just like, I don't know, if there's room for improvement all over the place and I'm just making the same quality of content the whole time, it's like, that's just sad, you know? But if I see ways that I can improve my videos and still like pump them out at a reasonable rate, then I'm gonna do it. And I feel like I have been doing that, and that's just gratifying. I'm just a lot prouder of my current content than I was of my content 2 years ago, you know? 2 years ago is 2024, what the hell? Oh no, I was thinking 2023 when I said that. That's weird. Oh man. No, damn it. Can't use teleport to the end to beat it? I mean, oh my goodness. Yawn emoji. Sure. Swingcopter would taste like a meatball. What would each game mode taste like? This is like a decent topic. This is like, the topic standards are so like low and sad. But no, let's think about this. If each game mode was a food, what would be it? Okay, so like, I kind of want to start with Wave, because everyone loves Wave, and everyone refuses to see the problems that Wave has, just because it's so fun. I have the hiccups, gosh damn it. Wave is spicy? I'm not talking flavors, I'm talking specific foods. I think the cube game mode would be like a potato or something. Something really versatile you can use pretty much anywhere. You can do wondrous things with it. Endless possibilities. Swing would be like, I don't know, like a roasted sea urchin. Or like, I don't know, something weird that some people like, but we can think of something better for swing. But cube, I think, would be something like a potato. Wave is pizza has validity to it. Everyone loves pizza. And even when the pizza has problems, a lot of pizza fans will refuse to acknowledge them. Like, I think Wave is an imperfect game mode, functionally speaking, and both in terms of, like, how the Wave works, and also just the gameplay people make for the Wave. I think there's issues there that a lot of people just kind of neglect. And I feel like people would do that for pizza. If pizza had physical challenges people were ignoring, that'd be pretty fitting, I think. Burger. UFO is something like a lot of people don't like, but is actually good. UFO is like mushrooms. I think the UFO would be mushrooms. A lot of people are like, ew, no, I had a mushroom once, it was gross. But like, if you actually eat mushrooms, like, in some kind of professional, tasty capacity, mushrooms are awesome. If the chef or cook or provider of food or whatever knows what they're doing with the mushrooms, it's over. What is Spider? That's a good question. Spider, I think, is an underrated game mode. In terms of how the Spider reacts with slopes and certain like orbs and pads and stuff, it's very glitchy and unreliable, which sucks. But I think the Spider also has a lot of versatility. So what's a food that I didn't like because of how disagreeable it seemed before seeing the greater potential? Spider is green beans? Spider's gotta be weirder than green beans. Green beans are so, like, inoffensive and normal, you know? Spider's a little more controversial. Grr. Spider's like soybeans? Okay. We're getting warmer, I think. That's a better guess. Spider would taste like fish. See, I was thinking something like seafood adjacent for Spider. Spider is calamari. I'm thinking Spider could be somewhat like a potato or a mushroom in terms of its versatility and what it could be used for. I think Spider's a very versatile game mode. You can do tons of really cool stuff with spiders, but they are a little disagreeable. It's not for everybody. It doesn't work with everything. You can make bad spider gameplay just because of what you choose to structure your gameplay with. I think Spider would taste how venison would taste if it were, oh, if you were super congested. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Tomato I considered. Tomato's not bad. That at least makes sense to me. The spider is an octopus. It's perfect.
If Space UK starts streaming, I'm watching his.
I just wanted everyone to see that. Tomato is kind of too popular. Tomato's too universally used. Tomato is kind of used as a foundation for all sorts of sauces and dishes and stuff, and I just don't see that same logic applied to a spider. Now, potato for cube, I think tomato would also work for cube in that regard. Very versatile, you can do tons of things with it, and cube is often the foundation for a lot of levels in terms of the gameplay and the theming and the structuring and everything. Platformer ship? Oh gosh. think the ship would be like a very specific cut of meat that's hard to prepare the proper way, if that makes sense. Ikosa, what's your deal, man? My stream's almost over, dog. Ship is a ribeye? Okay. I'm glad we think similar ways about the ship. Cube is potato, okay. Ship is ribeye makes sense to me. UFO, I really like my mushroom analogy. That at least works for me and how I see mushrooms and how I see the UFO. But I'm open to suggestions on the UFO. We're done with ship and cube, though. I think those have been settled. Platformer ship would be like what's inside of a McRib, I think. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. Platformer ship is the mystery meat patty inside of McRib. Oh gosh. Got food poisoning or something? My stomach's never hurt this bad. I feel really guilty about all the terrible things I was saying about you on stream. Swing is like escargot. That's not bad. I've never had escargot, so I can't like approve that as like truth for me. But that's a good suggestion. Skill issue, I don't like what you just said. The stuff before was all good, but like, that made me sad. Swing is like dove, as in dove meat of the bird, or like dove chocolate, or dove soap. Oh, triple threat. Sorry, sir. It's okay. Just don't do that again. Grr, the bird, period. Okay, apologies have been issued to both parties that were involved. This is good. See, CMG, you're not taking the hint, man. This kind of humor does not fly around these parts. That's nasty. Don't do that. It's okay. I didn't beat it this stream anyway, Ikosa, so you can come back when you don't have food poisoning for my next stream. See, wave is, I think, probably pizza. That makes sense to me. Swing being dove meat, that's so, like, niche. I don't know. I don't know enough about such specific kinds of bird. Wave is bread? There's so many different kinds of bread, though. Wave is a very, like, cut and dry game mode. You go up and you go down. If you're mini, you go up and down faster. That's it. That's all you do in the wave. So I think a simple food would be best for wave. Doesn't have to be a single ingredient like potato for cube, but like it should be something simple. Because you can't argue that wave is very, very simple mechanically speaking. And there's not a whole lot of gameplay possibilities because the wave doesn't really interact in any interesting ways with a lot of like orbs and pads and stuff. I clicked a little too early there. That sucks. I think it's the second time I've died there. Yeah, that was a pretty decent attempt. Potato chips. Dual ball swing is interesting. I'm having trouble thinking of a lot of like interesting foods. Oh, wave being a sandwich. Wave is chicken nuggets, bro. That's like, that's a little too insulting, I feel. Like, it's not wrong, but I enjoy playing the wave game mode enough to get it out of chicken nugget territory. The wave is Skittles. That's a little bit better. I think that's a little bit more appropriate than chicken nuggets. I think like a no, I can't say French fry because we already have Q being potato. Just the way people feel about French fries rings a little true for the wave. The wave is chicken nuggets? I don't know. The wave is muffin, I think. A muffin is so, like, inoffensive. Most simple, but still good. See, the still good part is something that a lot of people would disagree with, I think. Which I guess might make it more fitting than something like Skittles. Wave is howdy. I am not Tasty Treat. I am not Foods. Grr. Call it boneless wings. That was what I was gonna say, if not for chicken nuggets. Like if we're not doing the Skittles thing, I think boneless wings would be more applicable. Cause like my issue with chicken nuggets is not the fact that it's chicken in nugget form. It's the fact that it's so like spongy and processed. You know, if it's a real piece of chicken, I'm kind of on board. Hello, Chagol. Can I help you? What does the you require of me? To act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with my God? This is not an activity I would like to be happening.
I'm going to go to the store.
The store?
And
That's good. Are you going to be back in the next 90 minutes for the thing?
Maybe I'll get some food while I'm out there if she wants.
Some food? I have not eaten today. What were you thinking about?
Chummies.
Chummies? Like the chum bucket? The bum chucket?
Chummies.
Oh, Chinese. Ooh, Chinese food would be awesome. I would love to eat some of that.
Dude, thank you for acknowledging the best mosquito in the house. Mr. Ranch guy.
Who is this? This is my wife, Chaggle.
No, this is the mosquito. The favorite mosquito.
The beloved mosquito.
I like being a mosquito. It actually fits my personality really well.
Don't we already have a mosquito? It's either Icosa or Aster. I forget.
They come close. I feel like they're a little more substantial than a mosquito.
You have substance.
No.
No, I don't. Skill issue with the 3. Appreciate the Australian people. Give some Australian people a Chaggle as well. So, you know the Australian people that I've been donated and how they've been living in our living room? You know that?
Dude,
You're gonna get
that's so
some
cool.
that are specifically designed. Like, they're designated for you. They're your servants. Does that sound pretty good?
I get. This is wrong.
No, I don't think so. The Australians signed. They signed the agreement.
Okay.
Whether you like it or not, you're getting Australian people. You don't have to like do anything with them, but they're yours.
Elias Pepto. I'm not sure what that is, and I'm scared to pronounce it because I feel like I'm gonna pronounce it wrong.
I'll do it. As soon as I'm done with this attempt, I'll pronounce it. I have really good pronunciation skills, especially with other languages other than English.
Go. Go. Go.
Amen.
Stop.
Thank you, Real Styles Clips, for the 5. Appreciate it. What's the funniest username you've seen someone have? I don't know what that emoji is. It's just mystery emoji. Funniest username. I don't really keep track, sadly.
Lil Poop.
Lil Poop. Oh, Lil Poop 24 was pretty good. Unfortunately, Lil Poop 24 became a weird misogynistic.
Yeah, that was the craziest
Andrew Tate
fall
little
off
guy.
of all time.
Yeah, we loved Lil Poop.
Loved.
Yeah, Gemma knows. Gemma knows the Lil Poop lore.
Wait, you're gonna pronounce the thing, right?
Oh yeah, I am gonna pronounce it. All right, let's see what's up. Order Bung Cheo. It is better than Chinese. Anyways, I did it. You know SMG4? No. That stands for SMEG4, by the way.
So did my goes during your attempt really help?
It either did nothing or made me slightly worse.
Elias Pepto said that's so wrong.
What? Nuh-uh. Bung Cheo, dude. I remember I ordered that once.
Super Mario.
Dang it, no! SMG4 stands for Super Mario Glitch 4.
Glitchy 4.
I don't think so. I think it stands for SMEG4. That's at least how I would read it.
She remembers me from last stream. The 29th.
Remember
iteration
Oh
of
yeah,
Beef Boss.
yeah. Last stream I said Beef Boss 29 says hi.
Yeah, I remember Beef Boss.
I made a whole like bit about it. Like, he's the 29th iteration, which means he's better than the like first 28. Thank goodness you're not getting Beef Boss 1. That prototype? Nuh-uh, that's no good. But this is Beef Boss Remastered. Remastered 28 times. Thank goodness. The only people that say hi to me are the prototypes.
Is there anything else you need at this store?
Trying to tink. You can get a sandwich if you want. Those sub sandwiches, I like those. Okay, well, you shouldn't ask what I want at the store if you're gonna make that sound.
Well, you're leaving it up to me. If you want the sandwich, then.
I'll just go to the store and get my stuff then.
What? Go.
Oh, pho! I love pho. Pho is really good. I should order
That
pho.
is not how to pronounce it either,
No,
right?
yeah, it is. Yeah, P-H-O. It's got, or maybe paho. It might be paho.
Oh gosh.
Child paho.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
Have you seen the child po image?
No.
All right, now I have to get it. Hold on.
Oh. Oh. That cute.
That image. Child po.
That's it.
That's it. That's all it is.
Child Bo. Is this canonically what Jack Black looked like as a child?
Yeah, the goose. That's him. Can you ask your wife if she can buy me chips? Yeah, what chips do you want?
Yeah, what chips?
Chaggle raw footage.
Wait, what's the problem?
Oh, that's a minor groomer guy. I think that's the reference.
Sorry, what?
Too much explanation is required.
I mean, I see what I know that guy who is a groomer, but okay.
Is there another reference you're talking about? Grrr. How old is Chaggle? Too old for you.
I'm 10 years older than Howdy.
Yep. She's my sugar mama for real.
Yeah. We started dating when he was 1 and I was
No, no, that's not good. We can't be saying that. We started dating when I was 60 and she was 70.
Imagine though, with no like ill intentions. Imagine going on a date with a baby to like a fancy restaurant.
Tell me about yourself.
So tell me about yourself. They're like,
Interesting.
like that's it. Don't imagine anything else. But just like going to a restaurant with a baby. I think that'd be really funny.
I don't know what Super Mario Glitchy is. Explain.
What is Super Mario Glitchy for?
And why is there 4 of them?
I know what you mean. I'll get you some plain potato chips.
Born ass bitch. I'm just kidding. No.
No. Why?
I
I'm
had a
super
dream that the
hungry.
world ended. I have those
What do you want?
sometimes.
What
They're
do
some
you
of my
want
favorites.
at the Chinese?
Give me some. Wait, where are you?
I don't know. Probably the normal place.
Normal place. General is fine. Give me Commander Chicken.
Okay. Commander Chicken. That sounds like a good username too.
Well, it's
But,
basically
like,
a
your profile
channel.
picture is General Chicken.
Yeah. That'd be a good username, is Commander Chicken. I am getting very close to 200k. Expect that subscriber milestone soon.
5-pound pack of beef.
Corporal
okay,
chicken.
And some
Lieutenant
noodles.
Chicken.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it.
Basically a channel that does parody of like Mario's dumb AF, and SMG4 shows their arcs.
Dude, glow deck based.
No guys, don't spam crabs. Is that the based?
Yeah.
That's pretty based.
I'm just like, wow,
Based.
your chat actually has some morals.
Some
and
self-regulation and
sentience.
self-control.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I got
Crispy duck. Ooh, that sounds good.
You know?
Okay.
Goodbye, drive carefully, and enjoy shopping. Just take layers.
I'm already wearing layers.
You got like 2 socks, 2 pants,
I
and...
have 2 pants on.
Oh my goodness, girl. Maybe you need better circulation.
I was trying to play piano earlier and my hands are hurting so bad because they were so cold. I just ran my
Ooh.
hands under hot water in the sink. They feel a little
That's terrible. Just crank up
It
the
is
mini
terrible.
split.
It is terrible.
Crank that split.
Bye.
Goodbye. Drive very carefully and be safe.
How much longer are you streaming for?
Probably not much longer, but
Okay.
I don't have like a reason to stop streaming early, I guess.
Me? No, okay, bye.
Well, if you're gonna be gone, then I don't.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. Oh my goodness. I have the hiccups and the burp ups like crazy right now. I've been infected. I drive a Toyota Corolla. Wonderful little sedan. I got one with like super low miles and it was really cheap because like the exterior was dented. Someone like rolled it into a ditch because they were dumb, but like the damage was like almost entirely exterior. Like nothing inside was like damaged at all. So yeah, I got a really good deal on a very nice car. I mean, I hear about the Lil Poop lore. So Lil Poop was just a guy. It's just some mysterious dude who just showed up and he would say things that no one else in chat was saying. He would just had a very particular sense of humor. He would only speak when the timing was just right, you know? He'd only say a couple words every stream, but he'd always show up and say something. And we concluded that Lil Poop was either like a 9-year-old who just wasn't very talkative, or probably someone who was in their like 20s or 30s who just thought this was like a really funny account. Sadly, Lil Poop, sometime in 2024, I think, ended up treating some of the women in my chat rather misogynistically. It's like, when Lil Poop doesn't talk, he says really funny things, but when Lil Poop decides to join the conversation, you better clench your cheeks, because he's about to say something like really, really sexist.
It's like, you're my girlfriend now. That's no way to be talking to your boyfriend. You respect your partner.
And he was just trying to like gaslight the women into being in a relationship with them, and I'm like, that's weird. Don't do that. Anyway, after I gave him warnings, because like it was the first thing he did that like was an issue, right? I didn't want to ban him off one offense, even though it was bad. I gave him a chance, and then he kept doing it. So I'm like, okay, I can't help you anymore. Lil Poop. You do not want to claim to be Lil Poop. Sexism in the GD community is quite rare, I feel. At least through the lens I've been looking at the community through, you know? Oh, it's an L. It's just a lowercase L. I gotcha. I thought it was you and Cute Twirl, but it could have just been you. I might be misremembering that day. I know Cute Twirl messaged me about it later and was, like, bothered by it, even if she wasn't, like, the target. Which, like, yeah, if I were a woman, I would be bothered by that, even if I wasn't the target. And Gem is strong. She can handle a lot more threatening chatters than Lil Poop 24. Both of the goats? I know. That's why I had to ban him, because he just... I don't know. Can't be making my goats uncomfortable like that. Grr. I got a $7 mouse and can't let go. Yeah, I had a $7 mouse for a long time. I used that for quite a while. It was a pretty decent $7 mouse. I just got like a really good deal on it. I was like, yeah, this is a really cheap mouse and I need a new one and it looks pretty good. It had an auto clicker. One of the side buttons, you know, like how most modern mice for like gaming have like forward and back buttons. This one had another button next to those that just clicked 3 times really fast. It'd do like that. I did actually use that auto clicker a lot for Terraria back before there was like whatever it's called, like auto fire. For some of the more spammy weapons, I would use the auto-clicking button on my mouse just to, like, save on the arthritis. I bet you could rebind it to a different button. There was, like, some kind of sketchy-looking software that was supposed to come with the mouse. It looked like a, like, Chinese knockoff of a better mouse, but I never got to any of the software. Drop a tutorial on how to fix headphones for no reason. If your headphones need fixing, I think there's a reason. I'm not a very techie guy, you know? Usually when something technological is broken, my instinct is not to open it up and see what went wrong. It's just gonna be mumbo jumbo to me. Like looking inside a car. You see all these big greasy parts and you're like, well, this here's a car. That's how I feel about, like, a lot of tech stuff. How do you pick songs for levels like Espresso? So that whole thing was I was in a Walmart, and I heard it playing on the, like, Walmart radio or whatever. I'm like, is this, like, one of those, like, Dua Lipas or something? I didn't know anything about Sabrina Carpenter at the time, but I was like, this song's kind of cool. I could make, like, really fun, flowy gameplay to this. So when I got home, I started making a layout to it, like, oh, it's a Sabrina Carpenter song. The only thing I knew about Sabrina Carpenter was that she was like a Disney star or something. She was on like one of those like Shake It Off or whatever the show was called. Malcolm in the Middle. She was in one of those. And then she became what she is now. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think Disney stars just kind of turn into those kinds of people sometimes. Oh my gosh. Like, top 10 worst childhoods you could sign your kid up for is being a freaking, like, Disney kid. Oh my gosh. Is a device worth it? Mine was like 30 bucks. It's been well worth it so far. I bought a G502 for 50, and it lasted me like a year before it broke. This one's already more than a year, and it's still going strong. For only $30, by the way. So, like, if you just want something to click with and you don't care if it's a mouse or not, then I would highly recommend it. Then she became a woman. True. Anyway, usually when I pick songs for levels, I just hear it, and then I see the gameplay form in my mind's eye, and I'm like, that gameplay looks really fun, I want to play that. But not all songs make for, like, good gameplay with my style, you know? No! Damn it. I genuinely cannot believe that Fonk is more listened to than stuff like The Falling Mist. Every Fonk fan says the same shit. They're either like 8 years old and like their opinions don't even matter, or they're like actually old enough to have valid opinions and they say like,
Yeah, Fonk is mostly a lot of just like repetitive stuff for TikTok, but there's some good ones out there.
like that's always what they say. Always. They always swear by the good ones out there. I don't know. Maybe I've just heard the bad repetitive Fonk, but everything I've heard just makes my blood boil. Like, really? Is this what we're putting in the background of the most watched content in the world right now? Come on. Oh, damn it. It's like the same place I just died to. Fonk deadass sounds like poop and farts. It's like people who listen to like Andrew Tate podcasts probably listen to Fonk in their free time. They go to the gym and curl their like 15-pound weights and blast Fonk in their AirPods. That's who Fonk is made for, you know? The Andrew Tate listeners, the 15-pounders. Not that there's anything wrong with only being able to curl 15 pounds. I'm doing pretty alright, thanks for asking. I've been relatively consistent with ABP today, but we haven't gotten a new best. We haven't gotten to the ship or anything past the wave at like 66. Getting more consistent at this stuff, though. How close was I? Oh my gosh, really? That sucks. Come on. Opinions on Daft Punk. All the popular Daft Punk songs are ass. Like, the most popular Daft Punk songs, I cannot stand. I am so sick of that stuff, dude. But there's some really cool stuff. I like some of their music a lot. But I don't know why the most popular ones are their worst songs. Like, oh, it's so frustrating. Thank you, Skillishu, for the one more Australian. Appreciate that. I like the, like, $1 donations, because they don't let you type any messages or anything, so it's just more ominous. I get to, like, fill in the blanks. Like, what is the intent behind this Australian person? Yeah, you probably should not donate to Howdy until you run out of money. You know, you should donate to Howdy if money is of no object, or if you have a gift card. If you just happen to be given a gift card for YouTubers. Damn it. What would you even do if you were up all night to get lucky? Yeah, I'd be so tired. I want to go to bed. I'm up all night to go to bed. Every time I hear Daft Punk out in the wild, it's the same 2 songs, and they're so boring. I'm gonna go find an actually good Daft Punk song to use for my level. Good luck. You can find them, they're out there, but they're not the most popular ones. feels like I'm just giving you an Australian person through the dark web. Opinions on Tyler the Creator. I've tried to enjoy Tyler the Creator, and I cannot. I've heard maybe like the 20 most popular songs by him, and then some of his like newer albums. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just don't get it. Usually, like, in terms of what he samples for his songs and, like, instrumentally, I'm on board. It's just his own personal, like, rap style. I just don't like it. I do not find it enjoyable. Cool, that's a nice death. I ran into money. That's okay. You shouldn't apologize to me for donating all of your money to Howdy. Mr. Brimstone got into some weird drama with some of my goats and started behaving kind of erratically, so I decided to excommunicate Mr. Brimstone. Yeah, there have been plenty of people who have watched a lot of Howdy, spent a lot of time in Howdy's server that have since been exiled. I know, there's so many, like, I don't know, really prominent community members from back in the day that just...
They fell off.
I just really don't like saying that, but it kind of applies here. Why do people keep harassing Howdy's mountain goats? They harass my normal goats. No mountain. The new top 1 Spotify song? Is that a thing? Is that like a list people like keep up with? Tell me your really annoying truths, Ikosa. Oh my gosh. Oh, Patch is trying to beat Delta Interface before you know. What? Someone trying to beat the level you're going for before you can beat it. Wow, 65 yesterday. That's really not cool. Where does this dude get off, huh? Okay, but not for my hardest, bruh. I don't think that's much better or worse. Just get a new hardest. Do you know if, like, Patch is playing it coincidentally, or, like, you had a talk with Patch recently about playing Delta Interface, and then Patch was like, oh, dude, let me get in on this action. Damn it. I do have a VR headset, yeah, I have a Quest 2. That's true, you literally brought him back to the game. He didn't even play anymore, and then you resurrected his career just by saying, I want to beat this level. He's like, coming out of retirement just so I can show this guy how much of a faker he is. I've been looking at chat for like half of this attempt so far. It's not a joke at all. No, damn it. What is that, dude? Wait, my trail is over here, but my hitbox is like disjointed way over to the right. That's weird. It looks like I should be good with where the like wave trail's headed, but whatever. I do know the game Pizza Tower. Looks like it might be pretty fun. It looks like a lot, you know? Pizza Tower is just a lot of stimulation. I think I might get a little exhausted from playing that for too long. And I think all the levels are timed. I think you're on a timer to beat each one, and even if they're like really generous, that's still like a constant little layer of stress on the already crazy game. I don't know that it would be for me, but I would like to give it a try sometime. Damn it. It's too fast to be fun. I feel that way about, what was it? Some kind of Roblox game that Booney Man was playing. I think it's like a game with like really, really loud music that's always playing while you're running from a monster and doing parkour. It's like, this is kind of cool to watch, but playing it would be so overwhelming. Grace sounds right. I don't remember what it's called, but the fact that everyone knows it immediately is probably Grace. And it's like, man, I don't know if I could handle that much happening that fast. Grace is easy and it's awesome. From what I was seeing of Booney Man stream, it did not look very easy. Damn it, I knew that was gonna happen. It's go o'clock. Not anymore, now it's stop o'clock. It's not the fact that there's so much going on at Pizza Tower that sucks, it's that you literally are supposed to interact with it as little as possible. Interesting. How to get your ship? That is a texture pack. That is a texture that I made. You can download it through the Google Drive link in the description. Favorite indie game? Probably Shovel Knight. I like Shovel Knight a lot. I don't think Shovel Knight gets as much credit as it should. Hollow Knight better than Shovel Knight, bro. I disagree. From what I played of Hollow Knight, they both seem like good games. I just prefer Shovel Knight. They're also very different, and they shouldn't be compared to each other, you know? It's like Hollow Knight is kind of its own thing. So let it be in its own category. Comparison is the thief of happy, you know what they say. I do believe wholeheartedly that Shovel Knight is better than Celeste. I don't think there's anything Celeste did for me that Shovel Knight did not do better. Grr. Celeste is mediocre. See, that's like... you know what I'm saying? Not a huge just shapes and beats guy. Again, cool games, not really my kind of gameplay. It kind of takes a lot of the worst parts of GD and then builds itself upon that, and it does do it better than GD does it, but it's still, like, not my style. Not really my kind of thing. I did not enjoy... Okay, so, like, my problem with Celeste... The gameplay was good. I enjoyed the gameplay. It was difficult, but not punishingly so. I thought the mechanics were clean and simple and used in effective ways. Like, that's all good. Art style's pretty good. Soundtrack's pretty good. It's all the people who were talking about how life-changing the story is that made me sad. You know? I heard from so many people that, bro, you gotta try Celeste. The story, like, literally made me cry. It's, like, literally life-changing. And all of the characters sounded like the dialogue was written by, like, a 15-year-old. The same 15-year-old. Like, everyone talked the same kind of way. And, like, character writing is hard, and I get that. But, like, I don't know, let's maybe not put this on the pedestal of the greatest story ever told in an indie game, and then it's, like, super mediocre. And, like, when it comes to the message in the game about, like, identity and anxiety and depression and self-worth and all that, like, yeah, those are nice messages, but, like, most people old enough to beat that game and get to the ending have already figured that out, you know? We've already had to, like, battle with that and deal with that in our own ways many times before. It seemed like a little bit made for, like, younger players. I don't know. 200k face reveal. I don't think so. I'm not saying a face reveal isn't happening ever, but, like, not yet. Howdy dude, I've been watching you for a little bit, found you about 3 months ago, I love your videos, I'm watching one right now during your stream! Dude, he's howdy maxing. It's like as much howdy content as possible. I got a Chrome tab playing a howdy video, I got a Firefox tab playing a howdy video. I'm on Spotify listening to Peter Griffin remixes. They're not on Spotify, by the way, don't go looking for that. I appreciate you though, appreciate you. Welcome to the channel, hope you've been enjoying the content, welcome to the stream. I'd really like to beat this level today, but it's not looking like it's happening. I have not played or heard of Hytale. Oh, I did hear about it, actually. I said it sounded like a furry game. Damn it. How many demons have I think I've beaten, like, 145. You know what? Maybe for my next stream, I just beat a whole bunch of easy demons. Maybe I should do that. Because then, this would be my, if I beat 4 easy demons my next stream, this will be my 150th. That'd be nice. That's assuming I don't beat it today. If I beat it today, it'll have to just be my 146th, and then that'll be it. I'm college humor maxing while watching this. Man, I've met a lot of college students. They are not very funny. To be honest, what are your top 3 gauntlets? I kind of can't name more than, like, 2 of them that I like. I like the Chaos Gauntlet, and I liked the Power Gauntlet. I played that one somewhat recently, and that was pretty good. What's my Twitch? Howdy_TV. I don't stream on it, though, because Twitch is gross. Nasty, nasty company. YouTube's nasty in certain ways, but, like, Twitch is, like, nasty maxing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ikosa. Hey, // Glad you enjoy the content as well, Zeno. Appreciate you coming back. Not as nasty as Kick, that's for sure. Kick just lets anything fly, and that's just obviously an issue. See, Ikosa does this thing where he says hey and he doesn't follow up on it. Or maybe he's just typing out a big old message. Incoming message from the president. What do you think the president would say to me if he had a message for me? It would probably be a pardon for all my crimes. Watching it since 1995, such a big fan. True, back when I was in my 20s. Opinions on Foster the People. I don't know what that is. Just my opinions on the act of fostering somebody. Tips on making good gameplay. So, making good gameplay is something even I'm still learning a lot about every day. And it's a topic I would like to make a whole video about. Probably like a freaking 30-minute breakdown of all the different like aspects of that. What I will tell you is start with the song. Pick a song that you feel very passionately about, a song that gets your blood pumping, something with a kind of energy you can see easily being translated into good GD gameplay, right? That's the start. Pick a song that you're passionate about. That's step one. Step two, I would say, is to just spend the first few minutes of the level building experience just closing your eyes, listening to the song, and kind of imagining the flow of the gameplay and how that's going to take shape. Because you want your gameplay, ideally, if you want to make levels anything like mine, you kind of want to try to make your gameplay play like a music video, like a playable music video, right? You do not want your gameplay to feel like, oh, I'm jumping over some stuff and there happens to be a song in the background. No, you want the song to be a part of the experience. You want the song and the level to feel like one entity that you're trying to overcome. Does that make sense? Just listen to all the things happening in the song, the voices, the instruments, all the rhythms and things. Even the pitch of those things. Pay attention to that when constructing your gameplay. Oh my goodness, you found more Australians! Thank you so much for the 3 more. Please rate your icons. You know what? How about we end the stream right here with some icon rating? Message me on GD. I will take messages here and just like click on your names and rate your icons. How about that? That's what we're gonna do. I've returned to spend time. Wait. I have returned, had to spend time with my family. Gross. Joke, by the way. Well, I definitely know some people's families that would probably not be fun to hang out with, so. I'm glad you were joking, though. Cool families are the best. Gotta love cool families. Swing straight fly. Ugh. That is gross. My dumbass doesn't have an account. Interesting. I don't see many GD people in my chat or in my comments that don't have accounts. That's interesting. Yeah, Ikosa literally said hey. I acknowledged it immediately, and then he said nothing for the next, like, 10 minutes. Cool. No, don't tell me your account. Hop on GD and message me. That's how this is working. You said hey. What? What you said? Your last message was hey, and I said what? What is it? Do tell me. And then you never specified. I have an embarrassing phobia. You should probably tell everybody in this live stream chat. Why did you say hey? I don't know. I'm hungry. Okay, that should be enough, right? That should be enough. I got 5 messages. That's so many. Rate my icons. Cube, like a 3. Ships getting like a 7. I like that one. Circular balls, like a 5. UFO's not bad. Probably give that a 6. Wave is a 9. Robots like a 4. Spiders like a 7. That's pretty good. There's like no color 2 here besides the tongue and the eyes. I don't really like that color balancing. That's going to get like a 4. Colors are good. I like the colors. Works really well with the gradient icons. I wish there were more of them. But yeah, orange and purple, great. Probably going to get like 7 on the colors. And then cohesion's a little all over the place. So give it that like a 5. Swahili Joe? That's awesome. Cube, underrated. I like this one. It's a little bit too empty in these little areas. It's a little bit too focused in the corners with all of its substance, but I do like it. I think I'll give that a 7. Electromagnetic Adventure ship, probably also a 7. I like it quite a lot. Doesn't fly as well as I feel it used to, or as well as some others in the game now, but that's a classic. I love it. Ball, little too much happening. Not a huge fan of the ball. Give that like a 5. UFO's probably a 5. The wave is my wave, so gotta give that at least like a 9, because I made it to be a 9 in my opinion. Robot's probably a 7. I like that one. Spider's like a 4. Swing is like an 8. I like that. Colors are pretty good. I think glow would maybe enhance things more, but assuming you don't have that, colors are pretty much as good as they can be. Give the colors probably a 7. Cohesion's like a 7. Pretty good. Pretty good. The spider is probably the outlier. I would definitely change the spider. Is he muted? What do you mean am I muted? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Xenophobia, fear of dogs. No wonder my parents don't love me. Oh, that's so sad. Ikosa, shut up. You're dumb. Timmy Toenut has arrived. Toenuts. Ooh. Thank you, Vina Granda, for telling truths. I know I can count on you. Ooh, okay, I like these. These are very similar to my icons and colors that I had at the end of 2.0. Like right before 2.1 happened, I had icons that looked a lot like this. Cube is great. Give that an 8. Ship is awesome. Give that a 9. Ball is great. Give that an 8. Yeah, I'll give that a 9. I'll give that a 9. I like that ball a lot. UFO's probably a 10. Wave's probably a 9. The robot doesn't look as good as the other icons so far with these colors, but it is a really good robot. I'll still give it an 8. I don't like the blue being at the front of his face and then it fades to white. I think the other way around would make this robot look better. Maybe at the cost of the other icons looking not quite as good, but still an 8. Spider's a 7, and the swing's probably a 6. Colors, like an 8 probably. And cohesion's like a 9. Maybe the only thing that doesn't quite fit here would be the swing. I think we can probably do something better. But that is really good icon set. Very, very good. Bready. Oh, man. The dog. I'll give it a 5. The dog. I'll give it a 5. This ball's a 7, overused but still good. UFO's pretty good. I want a little bit more from this like pink V-shaped thing. It's just a little bit plain looking, but still good, still very good. I give that a 7. One of the better icons of 2.2. That's sad that it's a 7 out of 10 and it's one of the better ones. Wave is a 9. Robot's probably like a 5. It's fine. I like any icon where the cube pilots something. This one's getting a 7. And swing is inoffensive, but doesn't really fit with everything else, so 6. And colors are quite good, actually. I think the colors would be like a 7. Cohesion's like a 7. Pretty good, pretty good. Potato God, okay. Companion cube, can't go wrong. Give that icon probably an 8. Love that icon. The ship is not very flattered by these colors, I don't think, but it's a very good ship. Give that an 8. Ball's not my thing. Give that a 5. UFO's pretty good. Give that a 7. Fat wave is growing on me, but it's still probably like a 5. This robot is too small. And it might be a Twitter reference or something. So that's common Twitter L. Give that like a 4. Spider's good. Give that a 7. Swing's too pointy. Otherwise good. Give that a 6. The colors, the glow should be like a pastel, like yellow or orange or pink or something, I think. But turquoise just doesn't quite work for me. So I think the colors are probably going to be like a 5. Cohesion's not bad. Give that a 6. Howdy, please, I need this. Did I miss you? Have I not gotten you yet? We'll keep going for a little bit. Mackie. Cube's an 8. Ship, criminally underrated. I like this one. Flies a little weird, but it's still a really great ship, I think. I will give the ship probably a 7. Ball's like a 5. UFO's like a 5. Wave is a 9. Robot's a 7. Spider's a 7. Swing is a 6. Colors are pretty good. Glow would probably help these, but as is, they look pretty nice. Colors probably a 7, and cohesions also a 7. It's a lot of 7s. Xeno. Ooh, these look nice. Oh, he's got the texture pack. Let's freaking go. Maybe by accident. If you don't actually have the texture pack, then I think the ship is probably worse, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I like the cube and the ball. I see what you did there. That's pretty awesome. Cube is not my first choice, but far from bad. I'd give that probably a 7. Giving you the benefit of the doubt with the ship, I'll probably give that a 9. The ball works super well with the cube, I think, and that brings it up from like a 6 to a 7 probably. I'll give that a 7 as well. UFO's a little strange looking. It is cohesive so far, so everything still works, just not my first choice for the UFO. I'll give that a 6. Wave's pretty good, give that a 6. This robot's great, give that an 8. Spider's great, give that an 8. Swing's not bad, give that a 7. Colors are probably an 8. I like the colors a lot. Cohesion's probably a 9. So this ship this one was replacing was the really fat, like, squid with all the different, like, tentacles happening. It was a 2.1 ship. It's really big. Luigi uses it. The guy who verified, like, Armageddon by Mannix. I don't know if anybody knows what ship I'm talking about. Anyway, if that's the ship, it's getting, like, a 6. Probably a 6. But yeah, cool icons. I like those a lot. Silly Goon. Cube's probably a 6. Ship is a 9. UFO, not UFO. Ball's like a 6. UFO's like a 7. Wave's an X-Wing reference, I think, which is Star Wars, which is cool, but it doesn't look very good to play with, I don't think, so I'll give it like a 5. Robot's like a 5. Spider's like a 9. And then the swing is like a 2. Colors are decent. Can't go wrong with black and white. I would say probably a 6 on the colors and 6 on the cohesion. Not too bad. Head drew you. Oh, he drew you, probably. Not like Andrew. Not a huge fan of animal icons, but this is a classic. I can't deny it, so I gotta give that a 7. Ship looks a little ridiculous, and I've tried flying with it. It doesn't quite work for me, but still cool. So I'll probably give that like a 5. Probably a 5. Ball's a 5. Assuming you have the texture pack, I'm just gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. This UFO is probably gonna be an 8. I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9. I think the one I based it off of is a 10, so this should at least be 9. Wave's a 5. Robot's pretty good. Give that a 7. I think the feet are a little too big. The feet are a little just proportionally out of scale. I'm super on board with Triceratops Spider, but the legs look so weird and chonky. That doesn't do it for me, so probably like a 4. Spider's like a 5. A little too teethy, but it's fine. Colors are pretty good. Give that a 7. Cohesion's pretty good. Give that a 6. Pretty alright. Can you say I cast Necromancy Rice? There you go. Oh gosh. Alright, we can go through this pretty fast. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Colors are like a 5. Cohesion's like a 10. There you go. You did it. Got a 10 on the cohesion. Maybe the first person to ever do that. There we go. Sonic Speed 1995. Reddit. Ugh. I think I have to give... No, that's not Reddit. That's Discord. It just looks so weird. Why does it look like that? There is a Reddit icon, which is bad enough. It's that. Yeah, like... Why are there 2 Discord icons? What? Why did they do that? I don't know. Discord is still not awesome. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Discord is like a 3. Ship is like a 5. Ball's like a 5. UFO is like a 4. Wave is a 1. Robot's a 5. Spider's a 9. Swing is a 1. Colors are pretty good. Probably give the colors a 6, and the cohesion's kind of all over the place. I'll give the cohesion like a 3. Twilight Basilisk. That is a crazy name. Cube, not my thing, but I'll give it a 7. It's pretty good. Ship is a 9. Ball's a 10, probably. UFO's probably a 9. Wave is like a 4. Robot's pretty decent. Give that a 6. Gengar does not look very good as a spider, I don't think. I'll give him like a 4. What the hell is that swing? Give that like a 2. Colors are all over the place. With the right glow, this could be salvaged a lot, but the green was not the way to go, I don't think. I'll give the colors like a 3 and the cohesion like a 5. Not too bad. Tummy Toe Nut, same cube as earlier. I think I gave that a 6. Default ship is actually pretty good, I think. I'll give that a 7. Round Ball's a 5. This is like a 4. It's like a 4. It's like a 5. Spider's a 7. Swing is probably a 6. Colors, a little too similar to one another, the yellow and the orange, but I think it works. A glow might help things a little more, but still pretty good. I'll give the colors like a 6 and the cohesion like a 6. Cube is a 5. Ship is a 9. Ball's like a 5. UFO's a 1. Swing is... Not swing. Wave is like a 4. Robot's okay. Give the robot a 6. Spider's a 5. Swing is a 1. Color's pretty decent. Give that a 7. Cohesion all over the place. Give that like a 3. Just him, okay? Cube is like a 2. Ship is a 7. Ball is too much empty space. The glow helps, but it's still bad. I'll give it a 3. I like this UFO a lot. Give that an 8. Wave's probably a 9. Robot's a 5. Swing is a 5. Swing is a 1. And colors, the default green and blue can work. I don't think green glow helps here though, so I'll give the colors like a 4. Cohesion is like, honestly, if you got rid of the swing and the cube, this could be pretty decent. But as is, the cohesion's like a 5. Oh gosh, that is a very saturated blue glow. I do not like that. But cube is probably a 5. Ship is a 6. Ball's pretty good. I like the ball. Give that an 8. UFO's all right. It's growing on me a bit, but it's still probably like a 5. Wave is a 9. Robot's a 4. Spiders a 6, probably. I'll give that a 7. That's pretty all right. Swing is a 6. Colors are like a 4. With the right glow, this could be brought up to like a 7, probably. And the cohesion is pretty good. Cohesion is quite good, except for the robot. The robot doesn't work with everything else, but otherwise, cohesion is probably a 7. Pretty good. Mr. Monster GMD. Cube's a 4. Ship is an 8. Ball's a 7. UFO's a 4. Wave is a 4. Master Chief is a 7. Spider's probably a 7. Swing is a 6. Colors, glow would help here. Some kind of light color glow I think would look nice. But as is, colors are pretty decent. Red and blue isn't too offensive or anything. Colors are probably a 6. Cohesion all over the place. Cohesion's like a 3. Thank you for hating my icons, Howdy. Less than 3. You are so welcome, Skill Issue 12. Appreciate the 3 Australians. You just keep finding more between the cushions, don't you? And I'll end with these 2. Duck Lord 4000. Ooh, these are Icosa colors. Icosa has very similar colors to these. Cube is alright. Pretty simple but inoffensive. I'll probably give the cube like a 5. Ship is a 7. Ball's a 7. UFO's a 5. Wave is a 5. Wave is a 4. Wave is a 4. Wave is a 4. Robot's probably a 5. Spider, I'll call that a 6. Swing, I'll call that a 2. Colors are like a 9. The colors are fabulous. The cohesion is pretty darn good. I think some kind of spikier UFO to match the cube, ball, and spider would look good. The wave doesn't quite work for me, and the swing is the real like worst offender here. I don't think the swing works with what's happening here at all. I can excuse the UFO and the wave and what they bring to the table, but I do not like the swing. Otherwise, fabulous icon set. Cohesion's probably getting a 7. Like those colors a lot. Good choices. Josh Aloni. Overused cube, but still not bad. Give it a 5. Ship is a 7. Ball's a 5. UFO's a 5. Wave is a 5. Wow, 5, 5, 6. That's easy for me. Colors are pretty decent. Give that a 6. And cohesion's quite good. Give that an 8. It's really just a cat and a bunch of default stuff. Alright, that is going to be it for our rather long stream here today. I got things to do later, but we made some decent progress. We're getting more consistent with the middle of ABP, so that's nice. It's not so demotivating. Yeah, that ship at 60 is a huge choke point for me. Just kind of everything between 50 and 60 is a choke point for me, though. And then we have the freaking wave at 66, which is crazy. The duel is probably going to kill me a lot. And then the wave and the ship at the end are like, ugh. So much hard stuff we still have yet to really, like, give a proper go in ABP. It's going to be a little more grindy than I initially anticipated. But hopefully, in the next couple streams, we can beat it. Let's take one last look at our attempt count for the level so far. What do we got? 5.8. It's not too bad. 5,800 plus whatever's on my copy, which isn't like a few hundred. Yeah, okay. We got just over 6K. Not too bad. Not too bad. That is going to do it for the stream. But before we go, it's time to thank all of our wonderful folks who donated to the Howdy Foundation today. We got Nuvamel kicking things off with the $5 and the rated membership, which is also $5. So, man, that's a lot of money, and I appreciate you. Welcome to the membership program. You enjoy your perks and emojis and stuff. Lunatic Husky with the $2 and the cookie for luck. Appreciate you. Hope you had a good day at work today if you did. Mate JV with the 20 Czech koruna, I appreciate it. Foreign currencies are always welcome and appreciated. Booney Man with the $12 today. That's the most so far. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Booney's always busy with something. He's always cooking something up. He's always in the kitchen. Gemma with the 227 pounds. Thank you so much. Salty Autumn Appreciation Post. Love to see it. TJ Downchurch with the $5. Love to see that as well. Happy 18th birthday, which is happening Wednesday. I'm going to try to remember. Benny Play with the $27 today. Yeah, we missed out on a $100 donation from Benny, apparently. He said beat dry out in one attempt, and then I exited out as like the final jump was happening. So, according to Benny Play, we would have gotten 100 if I didn't do that, which, sure. I'm plenty happy with what you gave me, though. That's entirely too much money as is. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Grass is Blue with the 5. Thank you very much. The Phantasm is indeed bizarre. Go Tier GD with the €4. Take my last €4. I hope you beat the level, :D. Thank you. I did not, but your euros will not go to waste. I will just use them to fuel my next stream. And then we got a whole bunch from Skill Issue. We got 3, 6, 9, 10, 13, 16 Australian people from Skill Issue. That is freaking crazy. Thank you so much. And finally, we have the Real Styles clips with the $5. Appreciate it. All right, guys. That is going to be it. I will see you shortly. Hopefully, like a Tuesday stream. Like a Monday or Tuesday stream around the same time. That is my guess. My week is a little up in the air. I got some other things I need to do in my personal life, so I don't have a great answer for when my next stream will be, but expect me to be live early next week around the same time as today. I will see you guys when I see you. Have a great rest of your day or night, and goodbye forever.